800-270-2747 or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. That's sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Paige, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Paige your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Byer, presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And we are live from Rams training camp at LMU today. Andy Kamenetsky sitting in for Johnny I.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Mason wearing the eye black.
It's time for a special edition of ESPN LA and Mason in Ireland.
Mason and Andy broadcasting live from Rams training camp, bringing you all the sights and sounds as we get ready for another season of Rams football.
We're stretching down here. Crank that music. Let's go.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. It's time for Rams training camp.
The biggest show on the radio is live from LMU today. This is Mason in Ireland live from Rams training camp.
On your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Training camp coverage on ESPN LA presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams.
This is Mason in Ireland live from Rams training camp.
The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Everybody's looking over here like, you've never heard the growl before?
She looks terrified.
We've got the NFL Network people all freaked out.
Yeah, they are very worried about us. There's a lot of growling coming from our tent here at Rams training camp. Andy Kamenetsky's here. Laura's here. Beautiful day. Loyola Marymount University. Beautiful campus. And this is a great spot for training camp. Couldn't ask for better weather.
I was just about to say, as somebody who played high school football growing up in St. Louis and like Midwest heat, this is around the time where we would start doing the pre-school begins, two-a-days outside. Brutal. This is a gorgeous day to be practicing.
Yeah, I did not play football. You played football?
I did play football.
And what did you do?
I tried to overcome being too small to play football.
Okay. And your position was?
I played like linebackers, a lot of stunting.
You played linebacker?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was a smaller school.
It seemed like a
3A.
smaller school, yeah. Smaller team.
I was quick. Yeah. I was quick. I was actually a very good tackler, and I was strong for my size, but being my size was a problem. But I was a hitter.
Now, I have said that, and I don't know if this is fair when it comes to football, I've said that Brian Kamenetsky is better at softball than Andy Kamenetsky.
That is fair. Although, in this game, I have to say, I was fine.
Yeah, no, you were totally
hit the ball into the outfield a few times.
You were
fine.
good. No, you were totally solid. Now, when it came to football, did Brian play football?
He did play football.
Okay, who was the better football player?
He was a better football player. He also chose a better position, and he had better hands. This is the biggest athletic advantage Brian had over me. Brian had very good hands. I don't have good hands.
Got it.
Like, I have pretty good coordination, stuff like that. My hands are not great. Like, I had a coach who wanted to try me as a fullback.
Yep.
And this is back when fullbacks actually were a thing, and they would sometimes get the ball because he's like, you like contact, you're reasonably quick, whatever. He stopped the experiment like halfway through practice because I fumbled every single time.
Oh, really?
He's like, after a while, it's going to become pretty clear to the other team, he's never getting the ball.
I almost would play the breaking news sounder, but I was not a tremendous athlete. What is?
We're not shocked.
Everybody's laughing.
Yes.
Everybody.
Ben is cackling over here.
Yeah, Ben. It's the first time I've ever heard Ben react live to the show.
First time we've ever gotten proof that Ben's listening to the show.
Ben is he's a P1 today. I was not the best. But what's weird is my brother and my dad were unbelievable natural athletes. So I'll tell you a story about my dad. My dad, one summer we got into racquetball. I must have been 12 years old. And racquetball was
We
a big
lived
game.
during the era of racquetball.
Oh, yeah. It was huge. And we played every day, dawn to dusk.
I used to play racquetball.
So we were playing three-wall outdoor racquetball.
Three-wall outdoor?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So my dad was really good and kicked the snot out of us every time we played. So my dad's like, I think I'm pretty good at this. Flies out to Oceanside, California. Plays in the National Three-Wall Championships and finishes fourth.
Wow.
Finished fourth. And we had been playing for about 8 or 9 months, and my dad all of a sudden is fourth in the country. That's the kind of – my dad had so many trophies of golf and all this stuff. My brother Brian, he killed me in everything. I did not get that gene for whatever reason. But that's
Did your dad used to lord the trophies over you?
My dad loved beating us at things. He loved – I was 8, and my dad was beating me in chess and gloating. Doing a touchdown dance after
Dad, I'm
beating
in
a
second grade. What an accomplishment.
I can't even figure out what the horse does. But no, very competitive in my family. So, I listened to a show today called the Looking at Lakers podcast.
Locked on Lakers.
Locked on Lakers.
It's available
podcast.
5 days a week everywhere you get your podcast, Monday through Friday, always free. And for the sickos who like to watch, there's a YouTube component.
Yes, with over
36,000 subscribers.
6,000. Wow, that's awesome. So we've talked a lot about the Luka thing, and before we get, we're expecting Kyren Williams here at training camp.
Yeah,
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Skinny Luka.
Skinny Luka.
Skinny Luka is a real thing, and I'm not a guy who necessarily dives into long, complicated articles, but I did last night on Luka, and I'm especially
men's health is not the hardest reading.
True, it's not. It's not.
It ain't
charts
the Atlantic,
and graphs,
it ain't the New Yorker.
all that stuff. So, I looked at the cornerstones of what he did to get to be Skinny Luka. One of the things was fasting.
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting. So he would eat dinner at 8:30 and not eat again until 12 o'clock noon. Is that something you do? Have you tried that?
Only on Yom Kippur.
Shadano, I think, has tried that.
I've tried it.
Have you tried it? Does it work?
It doesn't work for me, for my body. It works for certain people. It didn't work for me.
See, I do it by accident. I have dinner like at 7:30 at night, and I don't eat a Starbucks sandwich until 11 the next day, so I think I'm accidentally intermittent fasting.
Skinny Mace is coming?
Skinny Mace on the way.
He's here.
The other thing, 250 grams of protein is nuts.
Plus an almond shake, like an almond milk shake, which is also heavy on the protein.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of it. Like, do you remember when it went viral, this report that The Rock, like part of his diet was like insane amounts of cod every single day. Yeah,
really?
cod,
No, I don't recall this story.
It's high in protein. It's like a similar concept. You're just
probably got them omega-3 deals in them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Them
That's what they
omega-3.
call. That's what the nutrition call the omega-3 deals.
Well, it's them omega-3s.
Yeah, them.
Look, man, this is dedication on the part of Luka. Like, this is a really big sign, I think, in terms of Luka truly dedicating himself to maximizing his prime.
Yeah.
Keeping himself healthy as much as he can, keeping himself on the court. I think putting less stress on his body.
Right.
Like just carrying less mass. I'm not concerned that by losing the weight, he's going to somehow become less strong, anything like that.
No.
He's a naturally strong guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a professional team around him. They're going to figure out how do we maintain the strength while losing some of that mass. I expect him to be quicker. I expect his body to be lighter.
Do you
I expect a lot of this
him
be
to play
easier.
defense?
Better defense. I think it's possible. I mean, first of all, I don't think Luka's defense is as bad as its reputation.
Okay.
Like, I know he gets targeted, but I sometimes don't
And he
think
does, the blow-by rate is pretty crazy. Guys blow right by him on the floor.
Sure. I mean, he is not a great on-ball defender. I think he's actually a pretty good help defender. He anticipates certain things well. He can be a defensive playmaker. But even with something like on-ball defense, if a lighter body allows him to gain even like an extra second, a second and a half, to stay with somebody so a help defender can rotate over or a back line can rotate over, that could be the difference between a successful defensive possession and part of a sequence that leads to a guy getting right to the rim.
So Dan Wojcicki, who's now with The Athletic, right, wrote a piece and said that Luka's team, they're saying that this was going to happen whether he left Dallas or not. Now, I personally do not believe that. I believe that being just ridiculed last year and Dallas just hammering and crapping on him out the door, I think that is a source of real motivation. I don't know. This may turn out to be the greatest thing that's ever happened in Luka's career because it woke him up.
Well, it certainly may be the best thing that ever happened to the Lakers in a long time.
No question.
Like, they reap all of the benefits.
Yep.
Like, it ends up, you get maybe the best version of Luka.
Yep.
You can't pay him as much as Dallas would have paid him. Not that the Lakers wouldn't be willing, but they can't.
No, they kind of screwed him out of $100 million.
Right. I think it is possible that Luka could have reached this point organically, just because there have been a lot of athletes over history who, as they've gotten older, have started taking better care of their body. Like Kobe, for all of his maniacal prep and stuff like that early in his career, he ate like garbage, man.
Yeah.
He ate terrible.
But this is a radical transformation.
I think it happened more rapidly and quickly because of this, and I think it's more personal now.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, Luka is he's going all over the place, gallivanting his body.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah.
He's on his revenge body tour.
Oh,
he's
big
like
time.
telling the ex, like, listen, baby, you screwed
He is
up.
showing some
okay?
leg.
Yeah.
He is showing some leg right now.
Now, he's got a decision to make on an extension. Saturday is the first date he's allowed to sign it. My understanding is that he could sign a 4-year for $229, but it might be better for him to sign a 3-year, $165 million deal, which would then leave him with a player option for $28-29 when he becomes a 10-year player. And then he could sign a 5-year, $418. Wow, think about that. I said those words so casually. 5 years, $418 million. What is there any way to anticipate what he's going to do?
Other than the fact that I think one way or another he's going to sign an extension, just because everybody seems to expect that. He keeps talking about the Lakers in future tense.
He goes recruiting guys.
Right.
Marcus Smart and DeAndre Ayton.
Plus also, with the whole Revenge Bod tour that he's on right now, it also feels like he's building towards big things. That it's not just showing off the body. It's, I'm leading to the biggest part of my career ever.
Yes.
It just feels like everything is heading towards
this
the
is
extension.
sort of the beginning of his prime.
Yeah.
And look where he is in terms of his body and preparation entering his prime for the Lakers.
I love it.
All right, real quick, I want to mention, tune in tomorrow. Travis DeMarco broadcasting live from the Empire Strikers soccer camp at South Fontana Park. It's action-packed fun for all skill levels with the IE's own pro indoor team, the Empire Strikers. Marcus, you want to jump on here next? We're going to do a little Dodgers Blue review. Blue review. There is a little Dodger trade news out there floating around. We will get to that. In the meantime, this is an ad by BetterHelp. Workplace stress. Oh, man. Maybe it's catching up to you right now. Boss, coworkers, overwhelmed, too much work, working long hours, all that stuff. 61% of the global workforce, they are experiencing higher than normal levels of stress. And a holiday is great, vacation is great, but it's not really a long-term solution to stress. You know what is? Therapy. So that is what keeps me, holds me together, is my weekly conversation with my therapist. I have benefited. It has really saved my life. And right now, over 30,000 therapists out there with BetterHelp, the largest online therapy platform. They've served over 5 million people globally. A few things. They got a lot of mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. They can they have lots of time to work you into their schedule. You'll find a time that works. And right now, our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. So you save some money, too. Jump in.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
Your next Subaru is waiting for you at Subaru of Glendale. Check this out. Lease a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness CVT with power moonroof, Harman Kardon speaker system, and a 10-way power driver seat for just $319 a month plus tax for 36 months.
One at this payment, S37.35.805. MSRP $37,764.
$33.99 due at signing. Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net.
On approved Tier 1 credit through Subaru Motors Finance. No security deposit. 10,000 miles a year. Model code SRI-23.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Pechanga Resort Casino is celebrating 20 years of partnership with the LA Angels. Come play your perfect combination at Southern California's premier resort casino. You'll indulge in world-class amenities, including exceptional entertainment, award-winning dining, an outdoor pool complex, spa luxury, golf, and 24/7 gaming. An expansive casino floor, 1,100 hotel rooms and suites. Head to Pechanga Resort Casino just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA, to book a reservation. Go Angels.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker, at ESPN Los Angeles.
Progressive knows when you're on your boat, you're already on vacation. And Vacation You forgets all your worries. Vacation You doesn't even keep track of time and knows that time is a meaningless construct designed to control us, man. But Regular You knows you don't want to be too far out in the water after the sun goes down because Vacation You doesn't know how to navigate in the dark yet. Vacation You and Regular You really need to get on the same page. So bundle your boat with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
This is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp right now.
Yes, indeed, we return to LMU, the practice field for Rams training camp. Once again, back to Mason and Ireland.
And by the way, what a big day, because we're at training camp, and then Cap and Morales and Lindsay are live at SeaWorld in South a little bit later. You know, they got the dolphins, they got the porpoises. What's the difference between a dolphin and a porpoise? Anyone? Same thing?
Is one a mammal and the other not a mammal?
I think they're both mammals, aren't they not? The thing I like down there is they have that beluga.
Yeah.
Whale, the white one, the albino looking whale, is super cool.
Yeah. I've been there a few. My kid is 6, so we've been there a few times. He loves the orcas.
Yeah.
The orcas are very cool, and especially if you catch them between shows. They're just in a big kind of observation tank.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
Marcus Grant is here at Rams training camp, and Marcus, this is kind of your season now, right? You do a lot of NFL Network work, do a lot of fantasy football stuff. Does your season kick into high gear right now?
Pretty much. We're starting to ramp up. We're out here hoping to talk to some players for our fantasy football podcast, so we're going to grab a few guys once they're done practicing. But yeah, pretty much mid-August, once preseason starts to get going, we're pretty much live at that point.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was just telling you off the air, John Ireland brings this up all the time. He says, I'm going to take a quarterback in the first round. And he says, oh, I'm not going to do that Matthew Berry thing where you wait on a quarterback. He says, I'm going to take one in the first round. I don't know how to get through him. It's a mistake.
Does he have an opening in his league? Can I be in that?
Yeah, you want to be in that league?
I would love to play in that league where he takes a quarterback in the first round. You don't have to wait. It's fine. I'm at a point now where I might, when I say wait, I'll wait till the 4th or 5th round to get a quarterback. I know a lot of folks will wait till round 9 or 10. Screw that. I'll wait till round 4 or 5.
Round 9 or 10.
9, you could probably still get Matthew Stafford, which isn't terrible.
Yeah, no.
But if you want a.
He said loudly with Matthew Stafford right over there.
Yeah,
he's okay.
It's a good option.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're looking for a Lamar Jackson,
what
Josh
round
Allen,
does Lamar Jackson go in? What round does Josh Allen go?
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, all about 3 or 4.
And who do you like the best this year? Of those 3,
I'm partial to Lamar Jackson, but I think at that level, it's kind of just a personal preference.
And you think those are kind of third-round guys?
I think they're all the third-round guys. Yeah, him, Lamar, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, third round. Jalen Hurts, probably a 4th or 5th round guy, something like that.
Yeah. I could see Ireland's strategy in a 2-quarterback league.
Yes.
If you're playing in a 2-quarterback league, it is actually pretty important to get a good quarterback early.
Yeah.
Just because you will run through them quick, and if you're up against a team that has 2 good quarterbacks, it can be hard to keep up. In a 1-quarterback league, I don't know what John's doing.
No chance. And I know he said Joe. I like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's a great quarterback. I don't know that I'd make him the first quarterback off the board.
John says last year, and I think he got him in the 4th round. John says he won the league for me last year. I say, you got him in the 4th round.
Right.
He's going to be there.
Your strategy won you the league, not Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, it's not where you took him, it's having him, right?
Exactly.
Who is the consensus number 1? Is it Jamar Chase?
Yeah, it's Jamar Chase right now. Basically just because he seems like the guy where the range of outcomes is the most narrow. He's going to get probably 150 targets. He's going to have 100 catches. He's going to have 1,700 yards. I think he and Justin Jefferson, they were teammates at LSU. I think they have some competition to see which one of them can get 2,000 yards this year. So
interesting.
I would just lean on that and say, hey, take either one of those guys. If they're competing with each other, everybody wins.
Who is the top running back? Is it CMC?
No. Nowadays, it's probably Bijan Robinson. It's either Bijan Robinson.
You're saying his name right. We had a clip on it. It's Bijan.
It's not rhyming with mustard. No.
Yes.
It's either him. And so here's my hot take this year. Saquon Barkley's another guy that's going very high.
Right.
I want no parts of Saquon
really?
Barkley this year.
And for what reason?
The track record of guys who have run for 2,000 yards, their follow-up seasons on average, I did a little research in this. On average, they have run for about 950 fewer yards the following year.
Interesting. Damn.
So, it's a major fall off with a lot of these guys.
Take that for dinner.
That's half of their yardage.
Basically, yeah. It's also so I will throw this asterisk. Some of it's skewed. Terrell Davis was one of those guys. He got hurt, played only 2 games. But even if you take that out, it's still about 850 yards difference. I mean, it is a notable difference. And so, look, if Saquon runs for 1,200 yards, that's a really good year. I'm not spending like a top 3 fantasy pick on him.
Marcus Grant is with us, Mason in Ireland, Andy Kamenetsky in for John. We're live at Rams training camp at LMU. As you look at this Rams team, what's your expectation for Puka Nacua and Davante Adams in the same offense?
I think it's going to be fantastic. I mean, I think we've seen this Rams offense under Sean McVay where multiple wide receivers have been able to eat, right?
Yep.
I mean, you go back to Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
Then it was Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. And Davante Adams, sure, maybe he's a couple years older than he was. He's still, for my money, one of the top 10 to 15 wide receivers in this league. I think the same with Puka Nacua. So I think these guys will both find ways to be prosperous. I think obviously for everybody involved, they would love to see Matthew Stafford healthy and on the field and ready to go. But I still think whether it's Jimmy Garoppolo, whoever it might be, look, with Sean McVay on the sticks at the controls, you got to feel confident about this offense and those guys involved in it.
They've also been having a lot of early run-heavy practices, which I think is important for this team just because last year they were one of the worst in the league at yards per carry. Like they were a pretty ineffective rushing team, and it wasn't just because they had a few amount of carries. They were like middle of the pack in terms of overall carries. They just were not picking up a lot of yards. So just the idea of if you're looking for any type of glass half full look at Stafford not being here right now, even though you kind of have to squint to make it happen, it's that guys like Corum and Hunter are getting more reps and everybody's just becoming more familiar with them.
And that's a battle I'm really interested in too, right? Because we know Kyren's going to be the lead running back here, but this battle between Blake Corum and Jarquez Hunter I think is going to be really interesting. Which one of those guys sort of wins that number 2 job, and how do they slot in? For all the great Kyren Williams has done, he's had some ball security issues in the past. That's been a big deal. If that were to happen again, who's the next man up in that situation? So I think that RB2 battle is going to be really interesting.
All right, let's. If I had the little soundboard, I would play the Blue Review. You're part of the Blue Review on a regular basis. Got this tweet just a while ago. Minnesota Twins expected to trade closer Yohan Duran by the end of the day with the Los Angeles Dodgers in strong pursuit. Twins also been in heavy discussions with the Phillies, but have not lowered their asking price of prized pitching prospect Andrew Painter. So Yohan Duran makes a ton of sense for the Dodgers. A right-handed arm is absolutely what they need. But, I was looking at the bullpen.
Yep.
And I'm like, they got Michael Kopech likely coming back. Tanner Scott likely coming back. Brewster Gratterall likely coming back. Blake Trinan is going to figure it out. Had a rusty first appearance. Vesia, money last night with a save. Guys like Jack Dreyer have been terrific. Alexis Diaz.
I feel like Alexis Diaz, and I heard you guys talking about Luka.
He threw 8 pitches last night and scored 4 outs.
Yeah.
He is a former All-Star. The Reds had sent him down. Is he potentially the X factor in the bullpen?
He really could be. But like I said, I heard you guys talking about Luka and the fact that he's on his revenge tour.
Yes.
And I felt like last night it was a little bit of the Alexis Diaz revenge tour.
They were booing him.
They were booing him something fierce in Cincinnati, and I think
Which is so weird. I mean, the Reds dumped him.
Yeah.
And now he's getting booed.
Yeah. I mean, so he basically, that was his metaphorical middle finger, I think, to the Cincinnati organization last night. But I do think he can be an X factor. And while, as you mentioned, Duran would be a great fit, I think a great addition to this bullpen, there is a strand of the multiverse where the Dodgers sort of look around and say, instead of giving up assets at the trade deadline, we can look at it as we got Blake Trinan back.
Yep.
We're getting Kopech back.
Yep.
Brusdar Graterol is coming back. Tanner Scott is coming back. And sort of say, that's sort of like getting something at the trade deadline without giving anything up.
Right.
If they do bring in Duran, I'm all for it because
Sure.
you can never have enough solid arms in the bullpen. But I think if they decide to not make a big splash and just count on the guys that they were originally counting on, I think that could work out just fine, too.
Kwan in Cleveland. A lot of people talking about Stephen Kwan, who is a tremendous on-base average guy, really good hitter. Not a power guy, but a really good hitter, and an elite defender.
Yeah.
The Dodgers apparently don't want to give up Dalton Rushing, but that might be the guy that gets that deal done. Does that make sense for him?
I think it does. And I understand the hesitance to give up Dalton Rushing. But if you look at it realistically, he's not going to find a spot to play every day.
Right.
You know, I mean, with them having locked in Will Smith on a long-term deal and Smith having especially this year, having such a phenomenal
season.
season.
God, unbelievable. Last night he was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the big hit last night, the fact that he could very well win the National League batting title as a catcher.
373 with runners in scoring position this year for Will Smith.
It's insane.
It's incredible.
So, I understand them being reluctant to give up Dalton Rushing, but I just think in the long term it's going to be hard to find a spot for him to play. Meanwhile, you bring in a guy like Kwan for a team that needs outfield help. I'll say this. A month ago, I would have said Michael Conforto was not going to be a Dodger on August 1st. I think what he's done in the last month has solidified his spot on this team, but you bring in Stephen Kwan, you have an outfield of Kwan, Andy Pages, Teoscar Hernandez. You put Conforto on the bench. He becomes the occasional left-handed bat when you need him to be.
Becomes the guy that comes up when you need a 10-pitch walk.
When you need a 10-pitch walk,
night.
which was amazing. I mean,
it was an incredible at-bat.
It was a huge at-bat for them. So he can become that left-handed bat off the bench when you need pinch hitters in the postseason. That's a valuable role, but they won't have to rely on him every day because I still don't know that we trust him in October if we have to.
I think it's also, too, it's not just about what Kwan can do for them this season that Rushing can't. It's when do you actually think the best of Dalton Rushing is going to come for the Dodgers? Because he's blocked for a while.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at his primary spots, there's not really a place for him anywhere in the near future. So, if nothing else, if you're not going to trade him for Kwan, I think you need to be thinking about trading him for somebody because you can hold on to a prospect for too long, and then after a while, you don't get enough out of them as a team, but also you don't get enough of an opportunity to showcase them for somebody else, and their value drops.
There's a good example of this, Diego Cartaya, who is another Dodger catcher from the system, got traded, I think, just this last year, and got DFA'd by the Twins already.
They waited too long with Gavin Lux, I think. I think they spent way too long without truly committing to Gavin Lux or really showcasing him at his best. And when he eventually gone, I don't think they ever got the value for him that they could have.
I think you could say the same thing with James Outman, too. I think he's in a similar situation with the Dodgers where he just has not been able to really stick at the major league level. But he's getting to an age now where I think teams are not going to be as interested in bringing him along.
Do you think they trade Dustin May?
That's what I've been going back and forth on. I think they do simply because, he's a free agent at the end of this year.
Correct.
And I think they would like to get something for him. I think there's enough interest around the league in a guy with that kind of stuff that I think they can get something for him, and I think they would be loath to let him just walk and not get anything in return.
Right, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll let you get back to work, man.
Appreciate it. It's good to see you guys.
How do we consume all your fantasy football content?
The NFL Fantasy Football Podcast, wherever you find find podcasts, and then starting August 11th, Monday, August 11th, we're back on NFL Network with NFL Fantasy Live.
Nice, excellent, man.
Yeah, man.
Good seeing you.
You too.
Thanks for coming over.
Absolutely,
appreciate
it.
Have a good day at camp.
Sounds good.
Coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Take me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the Orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. After Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker, at ESPN Los Angeles.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink. Waba Grill, keeping it real for you.
Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
For over 20 years, Purple Wave Auction has been the trusted leader in online auctions, offering the easiest way to buy and sell equipment. From bulldozers to backhoes and combines to cranes, we host multiple weekly auctions in construction, ag, and fleet equipment. With our no reserve format and sell where it sits approach, you can bid on local equipment without waiting for far-off auction dates. Get registered for free and start bidding today at purplewave.com.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for?
What is this?
It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
Huh?
That's a dumb
That's a dumbass question. Exactly.
All right, guys. So we do live in an influencer world. People want to be influencers. There's micro-influencers. And I came across...
What's a micro-influencer?
They don't have... a
Oh,
certain...
Ben Conroy saying I am.
Okay. Well, this person...
He's influenced our broadcast today,
This person is known as It's Carla BB on TikTok. She has 15,000 followers, which I think is pretty decent, but they are considered micro-influencers. And she went viral for posting a video saying that she was belittled by a celebrity chef in the Bay Area for not having enough followers, even though she was there for a planned collaboration. She didn't out the actual chef. They outed themselves.
Okay.
But the internet right now is divided because the restaurant came out, apologized, and they actually severed ties with the chef and closed the restaurant permanently.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have enough followers?
No. So
they severed ties with the bullying chef.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
And they're closing their doors to restructure. So the internet's right now divided because they're saying, how can a restaurant let a micro-influencer, just anybody, close their restaurant? Like, okay, you made a mistake. Your chef made a mistake. Who cares? So then what do you guys think? Like, should restaurants have micro-influencers have that much over a restaurant or over anybody, because a lot of people are saying, hey, they just want free stuff.
It does cut both ways, right?
Yeah.
If the influencer says nice stuff about your restaurant, probably
yes.
business goes through the roof. When you go to a restaurant, do you look at the Yelp reviews beforehand?
I do.
Do you, Andy?
Yeah.
See, I do too. And by the way, that is a huge amount of influence. If a restaurant has, I don't know, 4.36 or whatever it is, you're like, all right, it's in the 4s, so I'll do it. If it's like 4.8, it's like, oh, that's a great restaurant.
And also, for me personally, influencers don't influence me to go anywhere because I know they're paid or they're getting something for free. So how can I really trust what you're telling me?
Right.
This to me is just an example of how the internet and social media have all made us care so much about things that we should have not even the slightest interest in.
Right.
Like the idea of this very minor in the grand scheme of things joke or beef or whatever you want to call it between some chef saying, hey, you only have 15,000 followers, and this turns into a thing where people take sides. Like, why do we care?
Yeah.
Like, this is truly a what do you care about this at all?
We all get hung up on stuff.
Well, this is something that I find really, really interesting in general and kind of scary, how much social media and whatever gets caught in the algorithm vortex on any particular day becomes the news, and people in media who figure out what to talk about on a daily 24/7 basis, they often monitor just stuff happening on the internet.
Oh, believe me.
And that becomes our lead story for today, and things get amplified that honestly are not important at all.
And sometimes they get amplified to a degree that's like the Coldplay people.
Oh.
I mean, that thing got amplified like crazy. It has to be a terrible feeling to be in that spot. But I don't follow a lot of influencers. I won't say people don't. People do influence me, but I don't spend a lot of time scrolling. I don't spend a lot of time necessarily following stuff on Twitter on a regular basis. So I'm less influenced. But I also don't think I have much influence.
No, you do. You guys, I know you guys don't think you do, but you guys do. And again, I joke about the water that I'm drinking.
There goes Puka Nakua.
Puka Nakua causing a stir right now.
People love Puka.
We do love Puka. So they make fun of the water that I'm drinking because of an influencer and how he had this morning routine or whatever. So people are.
Oh right, you got to drink fancy water.
It's called the Saratoga water, and I'm like, it's not even. I mean, it's
Did somebody influence you to drink that?
No, it was cheap.
Did you just start
it was
on your
cheap.
own? It wasn't like some micro-influencer said, hey, try the Saratoga water?
It was on sale. And I was like, oh, the bottle's pretty. And it was on sale. That's what influenced me.
There you go.
Even the phrase micro-influencer.
That is really weird to me.
But I think it traces back to like when people talk about microaggressions. Like there are transgressions, aggressions, microaggressions. A micro-influencer. You're either an influencer or you're not.
Right, and if you're an influencer with not much power, if you're a micro-influencer.
Which to me makes you not an influencer.
Although there's
somebody trying to become popular on the internet.
There are some people in the corner of the world, like health and fitness is a gigantic category in amongst influencers, right?
Yes.
And chances are if you follow one, you follow a bunch. Now, Juan follows a bunch of them.
Okay.
And his plan is always changed. Like, we have to eat a lot of protein. No, we have to go gluten-free. Oh, no, we have to take – well, Kurt Sandoval was here a while ago. You got to take turmeric.
Right.
It's like there's all that. What do you mean?
Turmeric is great for inflammation.
It is.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah,
good.
It's great. I do it a lot because of my knees, so it really does help. But for me, it's – you know, like you, Mace, you say you don't have influence, but you do. You have a following. You've been in this business for a long time. And I'm sure there's brands that are like, hey, can we connect or whatever? That's you being an influencer.
Right.
So you do have influence.
And by the way, now I think we had a story a couple of weeks ago. They are teaching classes in becoming an influencer.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
It's
like
a career.
You can take influencer
it is a
class.
career.
As stupid as it may sound to people of our age, for example, it is actually a career now.
Yep.
Like being an influencer, like your chances of becoming like a millionaire or making high six figures as an influencer are low.
Right.
But it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
So,
and learning how to manipulate that and play with public opinion and get followers, all that stuff is big.
And see, for me, I get asked, like, hey, can you review this? Can you do this? Blah, 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 whatever. But I'm so honest that I'm like, you don't want me to review your product because if it sucks, I'm going to tell you.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And people sometimes, I have friends who do the influencing, and they're like, yeah, it's great. And I'm like, do you like it? They're like, nah, bro, it sucks.
Yeah. But, I mean, people will say, oh, what has Kim Kardashian done with her life? I'm like, are you kidding me? She's the greatest influencer in the history of the world.
Make billions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah,
but those people do not. It's like the Kardashians the Kardashians have been unbelievably successful at what they do. It's not easy.
When I hear someone like Kim Kardashian or Khloe or one of them, because they've all stepped in this particular pile of bleep at least once, talk about how people need to work harder and hustle more. And when I'm like, okay, slow down.
Yep.
You were born into a lot of advantage.
Sure.
And you were born into visibility. Like you had a leg up when it came to the whole influencer thing.
Yep.
I'm not saying they don't hustle. I'm just saying slow down.
Right.
Like before you start wagging your finger at people.
So I'm trying to figure out what to do. Kyren Williams is going to be here any minute. So we'll get to Kyren, and then maybe we'll push Sports Graffiti.
Yeah,
we'll think about doing that. Again, we're live at Rams training camp at LMU. Kyren Williams expected to join us coming up here. Tune in tomorrow. Travis DeMarco broadcasting live from the Empire Strikers soccer camp in South Fontana Park. Action-packed fun for all skill levels with the IE's own pro indoor team, the Empire Strikers. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
Real men don't bite their nails. They get them buffed and admired. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Save $30 on an indulgent 2-hour mani-pedi combo at Sage Spa.
Number 2.
Pointer Sisters, live August 23rd.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Jeep Gladiator and $5,000 in promo chips at 10 p.m. the 31st. Earn entries now. Be here at 10 p.m. on the 31st to win.
Morongo, good times.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. After Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker, at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, it's Cap. Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. Not with Seller's Advantage. You can skip the agents, commissions, and costly repairs. By the time you pay for repairs and agent fees, you could have already sold your home for a fair, competitive price without the worry of the deal falling through. Here's what Chris Chavez, a real Seller's Advantage customer, had to say, and I quote, "Seller's Advantage was definitely the best company I've worked with. They offered me more than I expected, and the whole process was great. They were helpful, always answered the phone, and willing to help. I can't say enough about the experience. Much better than going through a realtor," end quote. Thank you, Chris. Get your free, no-obligation cash offer today. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-397-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
This is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp right now.
Yes, indeed, we return to LMU, the practice field for Rams training camp. Once again, back to Mason and Ireland.
Yeah. Live from Rams training camp at LMU. We are expecting Kyren Williams to join us in a couple of minutes here. And Andy Kamenetsky is in for John. Laura's here as well. Brian back in the studio. Last night, Dodgers win. I mean, Will Smith is it's uncanny this year. 373 with runners in scoring position. He's got the best batting average in the National League. And I would argue right now, Shohei Ohtani would be first on my MVP ballot, and Will Smith would be second.
He's not just great, he's great at a really important position.
Yeah.
Like, he is to be that good of a hitter and a catcher at that premium of a position is awesome. And they have him locked up for a long time. I don't know if he's going to be a catcher the entirety of that contract, but they're going to get all of his best years at that position. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is tremendous for them to have him in that position. And by the way, I think one of the reasons why he's been able to stay fresh and unbelievably productive this year is because Dalton Rushing got called up in May and is catching 2 days a week. Gives Will a little bit of a break. He's fresher when he gets out there. He has been just a dynamic weapon.
That's interesting, though, because when you think about the idea of who would you trade Dalton Rushing for?
Yes.
Because
Stephen Kwan.
Yeah, Stephen Kwan, for example. All these names are going to be linked to the Dodgers as we get to the close of the deadline. Dalton Rushing's name is going to come up a lot.
Yeah.
And you brought up something I hadn't necessarily thought about, but I think is valid. Rushing's value right now may not be as much as an everyday player, or maybe even over the next couple of years as an everyday player, but how much does he contribute to getting the best out of Will Smith as an everyday player?
Right.
That is probably something the Dodgers are measuring in figuring out, okay, this guy, he's blocked from being an everyday guy for a while, but he helps one of our most important and best players be that version of himself.
Right. And by the way, and I don't think Dalton Rushing is a full and finished product. He struck out about a third of the time he's been at the plate this year, but there's huge potential there. In my mind, though, and there's a lot of speculation that Dave Roberts said something about, I can't imagine us trading Dalton Rushing. You know, the Dodgers window is now, always. It's always now, always now. And if that means moving a premium prospect like Dalton Rushing for a left fielder who can do what Stephen Kwan can do, I think you do it.
Well, okay, the example I always think about when it comes to prospects and prospects that are highly touted, sometimes seen as untouchable. Remember years ago when Edwin Jackson was considered the most untouchable prospect in the Dodgers organization? He went on to set a record for most teams played. Like, he went from the most untouchable guy to the most touchable guy in the league.
Yes.
Like, it sometimes just happens.
Yeah, no, it absolutely does. Kyren Williams is getting ready to step in here. I want to remind you that Cap and Morales and Lindsay are live at SeaWorld starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon. They will be playing with the orcas and the dolphins and the porpoises and the jellyfish and the beluga whale.
Lucky sea mammals.
Yeah, they are so fortunate
get 3 hours with Cappy and Morales.
That's SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing and listen to some fun this afternoon starting at 3. Joining us right now is the running back for the Los Angeles Rams, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, Kyren Williams. Kyren, good seeing you, man. Good, man. Which one do we want him on? You want him on the stick mic? There we go. How are you, man?
Both.
Yeah, hang on. Both. Okay. Sorry about that, Kyren. We're a professional radio operation here and all. What's going on, man?
Not at all. Not much.
Yeah.
Life is great. It is what it is, man. It's a blessing, and it's very fun waking up each and every single day to come out here, not only to play football, but to be around great people.
You like this time of year?
What? I love it.
You love it.
I love it. This is what it's for. This is what, you work so hard in the offseason for, because that's what I do. I work very hard in the offseason. I make sure that I am where I need to be mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, so that I can come back here and be the best version of me for myself and for my teammates as well.
You just said that you love this period. What about camp is exciting for you guys? Because I know, like, when I played high school football, camp sucked.
It's grueling.
Like, camp was awful. Nobody looked forward to it.
That's what it is. But you got to embrace it. Like, you got to know that camp is hard for a reason, because you're going to come out better because of it. We go through these 2-hour practices, we always studying, we always doing this contact, but it's only going to make us better. We're building that callus for when it's deep November, we're playing somebody good, and we got to go. We really got to just dig it up out of ourselves to go, and that's the mentality that you're building here now at camp. It's not for now, it's for later on in the season. It's for times that you don't know what's going to come, but you're built for it, and you're made for it because of the work that we did out here.
Devontae Adams was on the other day. Devontae said Sean McVay is a mastermind.
For sure, yes.
What does Sean McVay do better than any coach you've ever played for?
Communicate. Especially for me, the coaches I play for sure don't communicate as well as Coach McVay does. It's different, just from the staff to the players to the quarterbacks, just to the command that he has over the offense, but not only the offense, the defense and the team. It's really cool to see, because people really are buying in. People buy in. People know what he's saying is true. They know, they believe it, and they're working towards it. And so I think Coach McVay's doing a great job just being able to be who he is around us. He doesn't really sugarcoat nothing. Like, we really truly know who Coach McVay is, just based off the person that he shows up to be each and every single day. He's not faking it. He's not hiding it, and he's being true to himself.
Does that help you guys just know exactly where you stand?
Yeah.
Good or bad, just this is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yes. For me, I'd rather you tell me right now, and I'd rather not, and just allow me to wonder. Like, some coaches, they won't talk to you at all. I remember in college, there's not many coaches. My head coach really didn't talk to me, so I didn't know where our relationship was. I didn't know where we stood until my senior year. And then once I got that captain on my chest, then I figured out what our relationship was. But until then, I didn't know. And that was different when I got here to the Rams. It was different because Coach and I had we had first personal talks, because I was going through injuries my first year. And so when Coach McVay texted my phone and said, it's going to be okay, you're going to be all right, you're going to be better because of this, that's when I realized the difference. I was like, oh, wow, I got a coach that actually cares. Like, I've never had a coach, my head coach especially, text my phone and tell me, like, everything's going to be okay. So just having that first-time experience with Coach McVay was great.
We're the home of the Rams, but we're also the home of the Lakers, and we've been talking a lot about Luka Doncic and his body transformation.
Yeah. Skinny Luka.
Have you seen Skinny Luka?
I did see that. I almost thought it was AI.
So he's down – you never know. He's down 35 pounds now, and we've gone through his entire workout schedule, everything that he did. What's yours like?
I don't have a schedule. I just know I wake up in the morning at 8 o'clock. I'm going to go work out, and whenever that ends, it ends. Probably around 1:30 or 2. But this is the off season. But I think my biggest body transformation, my biggest gains, were when I changed my diet. And I think that's probably what he did, because the way that he looks, he's definitely changed the way he eats. He changed the way he goes about things that he puts into his body, because you may think it may be good for you, but it's not. You don't know what's really cooked in those foods. You don't know what all goes into that. So, for me, when I got my change, I had got a chef, and I know the things that I'm eating are clean for me. And so I'm sure he's going along that same
What is it,
journey.
like all brown rice and chicken breast?
It's
No,
not even that. It's great food.
Yeah.
It's really great food. It's just cooked with the right stuff. It's not no canola oils and all that.
Yeah, right, all that stuff, sure.
Brown rice taking strays, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. And chicken.
What did I do?
with brown rice and chicken breast.
One of the things Mason and I were talking about earlier was Luka, now part of this diet, is 250 grams of protein a day. That's an insane amount.
Yeah, that is. That's a lot of protein. That's a lot of protein.
Yeah.
Does that sound overwhelming? If you had to,
you had to see his plate for sure. It's probably a lot of food, because I know I don't eat 250 grams of protein a day, but the proteins that I do eat is a lot of food. So
yeah,
shout out to Luka. It's a grind too. It really is a grind, man. Because you would think eating is easy.
Yeah,
like it's not. Like it's not easy at all when you're full and you know that you got to keep eating because it's gonna only help you. That's very hard. So shout out to what he's doing, man. Shout out to him and the work that he's been putting in.
So I'm an actual Rams season ticket holder.
Oh, nice.
I sit in section 210. I'm there for every single game. And the last couple of years. You were 2 years ago. You came out of the box 3-6.
Uh-huh.
Last year, 1-4.
1-4, yeah.
Are we going to start faster this year? And what's the key to starting faster?
God willing, we'll start faster. I think if we just be who we are, we'll be okay. I don't want to put too much thought into the things that I don't even know that are going to come true. You know, I hope not to start the 1-4. You know, you don't want that, but every time that we have, we made up for it.
Dig right out of that hole, man.
So it's like, let's not put ourselves in that position, but also let's just know who we are as players and as a team. Like, we'll be okay in any position.
Do you learn? What do you learn about yourself? What do you learn about your team when you're digging out of a hole like that?
Oh, you become closer. I think you naturally become closer as a team. I think you kind of put away of all that self-talk, and it's more team talk.
Yeah.
More like, how can we continue to keep getting better, and not stressing about it. Like, not stressing about 1-4. Like, oh, we're so screwed. We're 1-4. Like, talks. It was never like that. You know, when Coach McVay talked to us at 1-4, it was like, fellas, you know who you are. Fellas, we know what we're gonna do. We know what we're capable of, and so it's like, let's go out there and show it. And it starts on practice. Like, practice has changed. Like, it got back to just, these are the fundamentals. These are the basics. Let's do that. Let's work on those, and let's allow everything else to come to us. And that's what we focused on. That's why I think Coach McVay is one of the greatest coaches I've been around, because a lot of coaches would have freaked out in that position. Now that I think about it, a lot of coaches would have been like, oh, we got to come out with a new wheel. Like, oh, we don't got to do nothing. We don't got to do nothing but trust the people that you have in this building.
I was going to say, with trusting yourselves, trusting each other, it still says a lot about who you are, because the reality is, in the NFL, with so few games, 1-4, you really might be dead.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you really have to convince yourself that you're capable of doing something difficult.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the name of the game. That's that mentality, that mindset that you have to have while playing this game. And I think that's separate from a lot of different sports, because this is a mentality that when you're broke down, when you're down on the ground, you still got to get up, and they expect you to get up. It's not even something that you had. They expect that to happen. And so I think for us, and this part of this game is just knowing there's going to be trials and tribulations. There's going to be things that don't go your way, but it's how you dig yourself up out of those to really be who you want to be.
Okay, who's the funniest guy right now in the locker room? Funniest guy on this team?
Funniest guy in the locker room. I would say Merch. Merch and for sure. I just think of the way he goes about each and every single day. It's a joy about him. I think K-Dot too is pretty funny. We got a lot of funny guys, but I think
K-Dot, Kevin Dotson has got the hair right now. He's rocking the horns.
He's always got something. Like, he comes to camp ready. You know, last year he was bald. This year he's got the horns in his head. So I just, having guys like that allows, you know, someone like me, and allows everybody else to be who they are. You know, I don't got to hide myself. I don't got to hide my personality because I'm worried about somebody judging me. Like, that's not what this environment is over here at the Rams. It's you can be who you truly are, and everybody's gonna like you for that.
Do you hear from fans about your performance related to their fantasy football team?
All the time.
All the time.
That's the only thing I hear.
Yeah. Is that not crazy?
It is. So I was growing up. I didn't know much about fantasy. I never really was in fantasy leagues. I never did all of that stuff. So when I started playing football, like when I started playing in the league, it came back to me. It's like fantasy. I'm like, oh my gosh, fantasy is a real thing.
It is a thing.
I totally forgot. And then, not that I totally forgot about fantasy, but now that I realize, I'm part of their fantasy team. Like, now it's just like, it's actually crazy to think that that I'm actually on the fantasy team, because, like I said, like, I've never really thought about it like that.
Yeah. You look at the mock drafts.
You were on my team last year. You had a very good year. You look at the mock
drafts, see your average position, where people are taking.
No, I let everybody tell me. I let everybody just say, like, when should I draft you? I say, you better take me the first pick if you're asking, you know. So.
Yeah, right. That's the advice. Take Kyren, number 1.
Take me in the 9th round.
Yeah. Nobody says that.
Right.
Nobody says that. All right, so I got to ask this. What's going on with the contract, the resolute, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's in works. You know, this is something.
You feel good about it?
Yeah, I feel good about it, because I got faith in it. I got faith in it's all going to get done. It's going to get done at the right time when it's supposed to get done, and I have no control over that. You know, so only thing I have control out here is walking on that field and being the best that I can be for my teammates, for myself, and just for my family who I'm doing this for. And so I got faith that it'll get done whenever it gets done, so I'm excited.
The fact that you're here, I think, feels like this has been a positive progression. The fact that I remember the Rams reveal at SoFi like a month and a half, 2 months ago, they brought you up on stage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this must be moving in at least a decent, amicable direction, because he's not going to go on stage if he's not feeling good about this, and the Rams are not going to put him on stage if they don't feel good about it.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you guys have the outside perspective for sure, and I didn't even think about that like that. But to me, it's business as usual. Because like I said, I've said it in my podcast, I don't play this for contract negotiations. I don't play it for all this big money. I think it's very fortunate. It's a blessing to be able to do that and be able to take care of your family. But that was my main goal, like getting into football, was being able to take care of my family. Like once I realized that these players were making as much money while playing football when I was young, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing. I'm gonna make sure that we good. Like Mom, we good. Sisters, we good. Dad, we good. Like I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go play football and find my motivation because of that reason. And so for me, it's not about negotiation. It's not about contract. It's about getting that respect from other players that have played this game, but also being able to take care of my family while playing.
So
this
you
game.
have a podcast.
Yeah,
I'm
podcast
competing with you
I
as
was
well.
gonna go too. Yeah,
like I'm competing in the podcast space with you as well now too. I didn't realize.
Why's that?
Because I have a podcast.
He's got one.
As well.
I've got one.
I don't got a podcast.
That guy, I think, has. But yours is like the real deal. Yours is inside, right?
Yeah, I guess.
What's it called?
I don't have a podcast.
Oh, I thought you said you had a podcast.
No, I don't have
that.
no podcast. No.
I thought you said that, but stay out of it. We don't need more competitors.
We don't need competition. Exactly.
Nah,
hey,
that's not my space.
It is awesome seeing you, man. We are looking forward to a great season, and we anticipate everything working out well with you. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, Kyren Williams
fun.
of the Rams.
Thank you.
Get a quick break in. We're coming right back. Rams camp at LMU, Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Dealing with slow drains, dips in water pressure? Trust the experts at NextGen, the official AC heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Their expert technicians fix even the toughest of jobs. Get your stubborn drains working again with expert drain clearing for just $88. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with their 30-day guarantee. Call NextGen now at 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, 30-day guarantee and $88 drain clearing requires accessible clean out and camera inspection.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
This is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp right now.
Yes, indeed, we return to LMU, the practice field for Rams training camp. Once again, back to Mason and Ireland.
It is a beautiful afternoon at Loyola Marymount University. The Rams have broken down practice for the day. We just talked to Kyren Williams, and by the way, walking away from that interview, I'm like, there's obviously going to be a deal.
He sounds so confident about this. And like I said, a month and a half or 2 months ago at the Rams reveal event, they brought Kyren on stage. You don't do that if you don't feel pretty sure one way or another, because it's a bad look for everybody.
Oh, sure.
If Kyren Williams ends up unsigned on another team, that you actually brought him out for your fans.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to mention, this story broke today. It is about an illegal poker ring.
Yeah.
Heard about this?
Yes.
Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas accused of operating a illegal gambling business at his Encino home. He was arrested. Arenas and 5 others, including a suspected high-level member of an Israeli organized crime group, accused of having high-stakes poker games at his Encino mansion.
Always exercising good judgment, that Gilbert.
Yeah. He's made a career of it.
Lucas, are you involved? You're in Encino.
You're in Encino. You at the game?
What's the secret knock to get into these games?
What is it?
Agent Zero. So, I have been looking for a...
You've been looking for a game?
I've been looking for a home game. I've said it for years. I'm looking for a home game. One night a week, I want to go to somebody's house and play poker, not for gigantic amounts of money with an Israeli crime boss.
This looked like the people... Like, I saw a list of the alleged co-conspirators with Gilbert Arenas.
Yep.
It was like the people that Adam Sandler owed money to an Uncut Gems.
No, it actually is.
That's how it
does read like that. Yeah.
It absolutely does. But, I mean, that's crazy.
Now, Ireland had a home poker game for a while, or went to one, but I never got invited. Why don't you start? You want to start a home game? Let's have a home game.
We'll start a home game.
Brian, we'll grab everybody from the station. Laura,
Sure,
you going to play?
do it.
Let's do it. Let's do a home game.
Okay, actually, because I've heard a lot of guys at the station, I think you and John were actually talking about this yesterday, how some of us, and I include myself in this, are frankly getting too old for the station events involving sports.
I've retired from a professional athletic competition.
Well, I mean, you went out on a high note with a ground rule double.
I did.
Like, you're respectfully, you're never going to do better than that.
Yeah.
So you might as well go out. But this is something we could do, like a station poker tournament.
Yeah.
Like, we're involved with casinos. Like, that is something that I actually think the fans would come out to watch us playing. In the meantime, they can play in their own games. And it's something that those of us at our specific age, we can handle.
Yes.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah, well, you're not quite. I mean, I had a 16-year-old kid on my softball team.
Oh, yeah.
The other night
Ozzy.
when we had the All-Star game.
But also, people like
Ozzy, right.
Ozzy.
Man, we had Kasim. He helped us out a lot just with the
Kasim is
speed.
22, whatever. Yeah. But the thing is, people like seeing you guys, humiliate ourselves. That's what it is.
Yeah, that is part of it.
Yeah,
People show up for the
the
show up for the
humiliation.
fun. They leave seeing us humiliated. Yes.
You don't think that some of the people at this station are going to humiliate themselves playing poker? Like, some of them are going to make some really bad decisions.
But nobody strains their meniscus playing.
Mace, you could figure out a way.
Probably could. Torn rotator cuff on the ante.
There's a way.
Yeah, nope. Sprained wrist when I splash the pot.
Do not splash the pot.
Do not splash my pot. All right, coming up next for you, very sad. Actually, we'll do some sports graffiti, right?
Yes.
So we've covered a lot of ground. You heard from Kyren Williams. Sounds like that deal is going to get done. What's your idea for what the Rams will do this year? I really strongly believe they're going to win the division, and I think they're going to win the NFC. I think they're going to the Super Bowl. This is as excited and as optimistic about a team that I have been since the Rams got back to town. Maybe you got comments on skinny Luka. How many grams of protein are you eating a day?
Not 250.
Not 250. 877-710-ESPN. What do the Dodgers need to do at the trade deadline? It is tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon Pacific time. When we go on the air tomorrow, we will know exactly how Andrew Friedman has shuffled the deck. How should he shuffle it? 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. And tune in tomorrow. Travis DeMarco broadcasting live from the Empire Strikers soccer camp at South Fontana Park. Action-packed fun for all skill levels with the IE's own pro indoor team, the Empire Strikers. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace. If you're injured in an accident, you got to call my guy Jacob. Why? Because his team will hold your hand throughout the entire process. He's been handling cases since the 90s. The consultation is free. He'll deal with the insurance company on your behalf, and you only pay Jacob if he wins. He's got the reputation and the clout to get you the compensation you deserve. Call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone knows Earl Hershiser has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Earl, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Hey, John Ireland here for Thrive Cybersecurity. We all know in sports that defense wins games and turnovers kill you. That's also true in business. The truth is 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. Don't let that happen to you. Remember this website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Thrive starts with a comprehensive cyber risk assessment. Their security analysts identify gaps and deliver proactive solutions to help keep your network healthy and protected. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Play defense, use Thrive, and protect your business.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the Orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. After Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker. at ESPN Los Angeles.
Price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, going to do some sports graffiti. It's 1:34 as we do this. Normally we would do this at 1 o'clock, so if you're scared thinking you're late or early somewhere, it's 1:34. So 877-710-ESPN. Whatever you got is fair game today. And among those, the Dodgers, we're down to it now. What do they need to add? Kyren Williams, I heard him, contract situation seems like it's going to be resolved, which is great news. Lakers, obviously, Skinny Luka is in town. He's in town, right?
I think he might be in Chicago. Because
I know he's in New York for the
one-on-one tour. Yeah, he appeared at the Yankees game, and that's, by the way, the photos that we saw from the Yankees game. Is how you truly know that Luka is Skinny Luka. Because, like, the men's health photos, he's in, like, a black or navy blue shirt.
Right.
That's more forgiving. White shows all of your flaws.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium, he's in a white T-shirt.
Yeah, so Andy's talking color palette.
But then it's going New York, Chicago, and then the last leg is in L.A.
to sign his extension.
One hopes.
Yep.
One hopes.
We will find out.
It would be perfect.
877-710-ESPN. Brian Cohen, need your help today. What do we got cooking?
Luke, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys, I'm going to drop a little info about these Valley poker games.
Cool.
I was a semi-pro for a while, and I certainly wouldn't go to those home casinos. No, I would never do that. But were I to go, these are not just like your friends getting together and playing cards. They're run like a business. You show up, they've got all the food, all the drink you could want. There are hostesses. I don't know if you can hear the air quotes I'm making. But
yeah, I can hear the air quotes.
What really is the line in the sand is the rake or the drop. Now, if you and your friends get together, you're playing cards, you all put in $100, whatever, you get your chips.
Yeah.
But the house is taking money out of every pot.
Right.
And that can become a massive business, and that's where the law is not super happy about it. And
okay, let me ask you this. What if the house is not taking a rake? Is the game still illegal?
Technically, it's not, because you're allowed to, quote unquote, you can make a bet with your friend. You can go, I'll bet you can't eat that steak for $100. That's not illegal. So if you're playing poker just with your friends and there's no house, so to speak, that is running a business by pulling money out of every hand, that's not illegal. So,
okay.
But these are businesses, and they're pulling money in a multitude of ways.
All right. Hey, thank you for the call. Thank you for the insight. I still am looking for a home game. Still. And, everything I learned about home games came from?
Rounders.
Well,
Molly's game?
Molly's game. Because she illegally ran a...
Well, it's the rake, and I also think the size of the rake. Like, I feel like if you were playing in a home game, low stakes with some friends, and maybe the house took a little cut to pay for the pizza that was purchased.
Sure, yeah, that's
the feds
different.
aren't busting in for that. I have a feeling this was a really high rake.
They were playing for several dollars, and yes, the house
it's
was
essentially
getting some take.
you're becoming a business that's skirting taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Brian,
Liam, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Liam.
Hi. I was reading an article this morning about 5 potential deals that could be done in the NFL before training camp ends.
Okay.
I want to gauge your reaction on one of these. It's from the Giants. The Giants would send to the Packers Kayvon Thibodeau and a 5th for a second-round pick. Do you think that's a good deal?
It's an interesting question. I'm going to let Laura handle that. Laura, take it away. I'm not in the weeds of that. So, Laura, why don't you go ahead? A 5th in Kayvon Thibodeau. So, yes or no?
No.
No. Laura says not a fair deal.
It's a terrible deal.
I agree. It's a terrible deal. Thank you for the call.
I mean, I thought I was like, you're being sarcastic.
I was going to grab Marcus Grant and say, Marcus, what's this guy talking about?
Right?
Yeah, I've not heard anything about that particular deal. What are the prospects for the Giants this year?
Okay.
I have no idea.
None?
This thing that he brought up, I have no idea who any of the people involved are.
I know Kayvon Thibodeau.
We all looked so confused.
Oh, I was like,
you're on the YouTube chat, and
right. That's why I said, Laura, you take this.
Andy and I have glasses on, and we're like, really?
Yeah.
That's very.
It's a tricky question. Very in the weeds. Brian, do we have someone who's less in the weeds?
Yeah, we got Rami. You're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
What's up, Rami? No, we don't.
Guess he's not there.
We do not have one.
And that is it.
Okay, thank you very
Can I
much.
read
There
you
is
guys
your Sports Graffiti. Let's talk about it in Sports Graffiti, sponsored by BetterHelp. If you are having any emotional stuff going on right now, depression, anxiety, work is coming at you too hard, all that stuff, therapy will make a difference in your life. Go to betterhelp.com/timeout. That's betterhelp.com/timeout. Remember, mental health is health. Sad story coming up next.
Ooh.
It involves a Hooters.
Oh.
We will do that coming up next. Very sad. Very sad. So Cosm brings you the ultimate immersive cinema experience. Now, have you been to Cosm yet, Andy?
No, not yet.
God.
I've been trying to get in.
What's wrong with you?
Here is a great chance. So one of my 10 favorite movies of all time is The Matrix.
Okay.
The Matrix. And they, at Cosm, have turned The Matrix into a groundbreaking celebration of its 25th anniversary. You experience the film as it unfolds all around you on Cosm's massive 87-foot LED dome with visuals dynamically interacting, the activity on the screen, the action on the screen.
That sounds
How
amazing.
cool is that?
That sounds awesome.
Bullet time. Gigantic.
The lean back.
The lean back, exactly. Enhance your experience, an immersive culinary adventure, too. Their 4-course tasting menu designed to transport you into the world of The Matrix through all of your senses. Unfortunately, no one can be told what The Matrix is. You got to see it for yourself. To secure your tickets, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
Beat the heat this summer with NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. If your AC breaks down, don't hesitate. Call NextGen now and enjoy expert installation on any new system. For a limited time, combat SoCal's air quality and reduce dust in your home with a free no-ozone air purifier included with any new AC system install. Call 833-3NEXTGEN or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, lifetime warranty on selected items.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the Orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. After Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker, at ESPN Los Angeles.
Now is the perfect time to start on your next success. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. An accredited state university, University of Maryland Global Campus offers online and hybrid courses. Plus, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits towards a master's. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chevy.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
This is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp right now.
Yes, indeed, we return to LMU, the practice field for Rams training camp. Once again, back to Mason and Ireland.
Beautiful afternoon at LMU. Rams have wrapped up their practice for today. We got a chance to talk to Kyren Williams, Kevin Demoff roaming around. Great. So apparently, they get this new uniform scheme called Midnight Mode.
Yeah.
And he says it's going to come out, I think one of the guys around here.
August 28th.
August 28th. It looks really cool. They've been teasing it on social media. There's apparently a game, the Seattle game, where everybody, all the players are going to wear Midnight Mode. It looks really, really cool.
I'm trying to find.
Yeah, no, they're not. It's not out there. They're not. They're like little teaser videos, but we've yet to see what it actually looks like.
Because I pulled something up and it brought up a Ram truck in like a midnight color.
Yeah, that's
which is
not
clearly not what we're looking for.
No, that's definitely not it.
No.
So, Luka Doncic, I'm sure you've heard, is skinny now.
Yes, he is.
Skinny Luka. By the way, is that not – I always say in L.A. you can't be too thin or too rich. He's now thin and rich.
And I am predicting about to become richer.
And about to become richer.
That is my prediction.
So if you're following along, Luka has the option of signing an extension beginning on Saturday. That's the first day he could sign. He could sign a 4-year extension. He could sign a 3-year extension to free him up, I think, after 28 when he's a 10-year player. And
which allows him to dip back into free agency at a really optimal point. Without getting too far into the weeds of this, I also think it's where you line up before you start getting to like the 36 and older years, like things like that. It's all about the way you time out these contracts.
Kayvon Thibodeau, your take.
Kayvon Thibodeau?
Yeah.
Still wouldn't do it.
Still wouldn't do it? No, not for a fifth.
No.
Right.
For a fourth? High fourth.
You got to think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Kendrick Perkins was talking on his podcast about Luka. I want to play for you what he said. Brian, hit that.
We got to start off with Luka. Not chubby Luka, not medium Luka, but skinny Luka. You seen him? He broke the internet today. Luka and the Los Angeles Lakers, they broke the internet today because they're one. They're one now. Heard he's on his way, reported by Dave McMenamin, that he's on his way right now to L.A. He'll be there, next week, about to get the contract extension done. And damn it, we ain't looking at the chubby fat Luka, the beer-sipping Luka. We ain't looking at medium Luka. We looking at skinny Luka. I saw his jawline. I saw veins popping out his ears. The man is in shape, and it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem this year for the rest of the league. I believe Luka Doncic took the disrespect into the offseason. And I applaud it.
There you go. And I think that's exactly what went on. You know, if everybody in the world suddenly was talking about how fat you are, how out of shape you are, by extension, maybe how little you work at it, I would change my behavior. That's what Luka did. I've never seen a star player to be as embarrassed as this whole thing was.
And add on top of it, it's not just the way Dallas messaged on the way out, old Tubby's too unreliable, we can't give him this extension in his prime. They cost him hundreds of millions of dollars with that trade. Like, the Lakers are obviously going to give Luka Doncic whatever extension he wants for the maximum amount. Should Luka decide to do that before the season begins, it's pick what you want, Luka. The answer is yes, but they can't pay him as much as Dallas could have, like against CBA rules.
Right. It's, in other words, he lost all that money that Dallas was going to pay him.
It's not just the messaging and bad-mouthing and whispering on the way out. It's, you cost me professionally and reputationally and economically, like all these different factors I think are a motivating force. Like, do I think it's possible Luka could have reached this conclusion on his own? Sure. Like, there have been plenty of athletes who over the years have changed habits, but the way he did it this quickly, this decisively, and also this publicly, like, he is clearly...
Oh, cover of a magazine.
He was on the Today Show.
Yes.
He was on the frickin' Today Show, like, ostensibly, I guess,
showing off
to promote the Nike thing in this one-on-one.
But also showing off.
Oh, it is clearly, he is going about, he's basically going about gallivanting and showing off some leg. And letting his ex know, I look hot.
Yeah. Now,
I look hot.
Juan said to me last night, he said, do you think he likes being called Skinny Luka? And I'm like, I don't know. If you put Skinny before my name, I would take it every day of the week. Skinny Mace is like a compliment, is it not?
It is, but it's not. I mean, because it reminds you of what you weren't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, when people tell me, like, oh, you lost a lot of weight, like, oh, thank you. Great. But I'm like, dang, like, I was that bad that you noticed.
So what do we call this now?
Lean Luka.
Lean Luka.
Luka 2.0.
Luka
I like 2.0 is great. I do like
Actually, you know what we should call it? Because this also rubs it in Dallas's face? Laker Luka.
Laker
Luka.
This is Laker Luka.
Yeah.
Like, if this is the version of Luka that the Lakers get moving forward, it's Laker Luka.
So did you guys know, and I guess this restaurant has struggled all over the place and a bunch of them is closed, but there was a Hooters in Augusta, Georgia.
That makes a
where
lot
they
of
play
sense.
the Masters. No, it's where they play the Masters.
It makes a lot of
sense.
sense.
Do you think there would be a Hooters down the street from where they play the Masters?
Yes.
For that green coat?
Yes.
A lot of older gentlemen of a different time who might enjoy the idea of going into a restaurant with women in – it is a restaurant. They serve food.
Did you say
they serve food? It's a restaurant.
This article describes it as a restaurant.
Oh, restaurant. Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm just saying, I can picture some of the folks that, you know, regularly play 18 at Augusta hanging out at a Hooters.
Okay, so John Daly, every year at the Masters, parks at this Hooters, which is now closed. And I find this amazing. He sells a lot of merch. In 2024, so not this year's Masters, but last year's Masters, sold a bunch of merch. How much do you think?
I'm going to say $700,000 worth.
Oh, hell. $780,000. Seriously, that is a ton of merch. And by the way, he's fantastic in Happy Gilmore, too.
Well, but John Daly, getting back to what I was talking about before, if you could find an athlete to be the endorsement person for Hooters, name me anybody better than John Daly.
Yeah, no, he's perfect.
Anybody.
He's perfect. Yeah, that restaurant is of a different time, but $780,000 worth of merch.
I know people say this in the same way, you know, I only read Playboy for the articles.
Yes.
The wings at Hooters were legitimately good.
No, the wings are very good.
They were good.
The wings are very good. No, Laura's like, eh.
Even the guys.
Everybody's
I thought they were good.
I'm sure you did because you saw other things.
I also have not been to a Hooters in a good 20 years, but I remember back in the day thinking that.
Exactly. You do not go there for the wings.
Yes.
I've talked about this. A guy took me on a first date there.
No, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
That is terrible.
First date.
A first date to Hooters?
Yes.
Oh, that's insane.
I mean,
why did you even show up?
because I didn't know we're going to Hooters. He picked me up.
Oh, he picks you up, takes you to
yes.
Hooters?
And I go, oh, we're going to Hooters. And I love wings. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, wings are great.
But no, bro. I'm not dumb, and I'm not an insecure person either. But it's like that's not what you take.
No, that's just inappropriate.
Yeah.
And that dude was the boo.
No,
and that dude
absolutely
is
not.
with her to this day.
No, we are not. My man does have some respect.
So, Andy, you were a bartender for a long time.
Yep.
So I came up with this story about what your drink order says about you.
Okay.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
So, if you ask for – okay, I'm going to throw these out at you. If you ask for a Fernet and soda, do you know what that is?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, what is that?
They assume that you are a bartender. Only a bartender would know that. If you ask for well whiskey and ginger, again, assume you bartend.
Yeah. I mean, I know what that is. Yeah.
Some of these drinks, people pretend to like Aperol spritzes. Is that
Yes.
true that people pretend to like it?
I think any type of I believe Aperol is either like a liqueur or a digestive.
Have you ever had it?
No, I've been around it. I've had no interest in trying it, but that feels like one of those you're showing off orders.
I've had the Aperol spritz. I just don't like it. It's just like a big, and then it's.
Is it kind of a Campari taste?
I would say, isn't it like liquor, apricot liquor?
Yeah, it's like a flavor.
Yeah, I don't dig it. I don't dig it.
Um,
What is the most complicated drink you ever asked?
Anything either in a blender,
okay,
or what's the name of the drink that you muddle the mojito?
See, now that's my favorite drink, and people don't muddle. This is not a town where we have good muddlers. I don't know where are all the muddlers in L.A. I need a good mojito.
I'm telling you right now. Back when I used to bartend, whenever somebody would order a mojito, we were always out of mint.
Yeah.
And whenever somebody ordered a blended drink, my blender's broken. And even when like the guy at the other end of the bar was making a blended drink, and they'd be like, "Well, my blender's
so
broken."
like a margarita up is much easier than a frozen margarita.
Way easier because like if you get a bunch of blended drinks, you have to keep washing out the blender every single time. Like you asked, what does your order say about you?
Yeah.
If you order a blended drink, you are a high maintenance pain in the ass. That's what it says about you.
Wait.
Wow.
Because when I go to – my mom loves this Mexican restaurant in La Puente, and I like margaritas on the rocks. That's my thing. My mom doesn't care, but the waitress is always, no, try it blended. It's so much better.
Okay.
So it's like, you know what I mean?
Two things. First of all, Mexican restaurant could be an exception to what I'm talking about because it's such a common part of it. They probably have multiple blenders. Secondly, the waitress may be recommending it because she's not the one who has to make it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a problem for her if the bartender has to make 7 different blended margaritas.
Yeah.
So
okay, that makes sense.
I have not had a drink in probably 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that.
That's awesome.
Maybe
it's been about
almost
6
2
or 7 months for me.
Has it been?
Yeah.
Is it conscious on your part?
Yeah,
it is.
Yes.
So you've given it up?
For the foreseeable future, yes.
So I had an incident where I had 3 drinks, okay, and I drank in the wrong order. I drank a mojito first.
Okay.
And the mint was fairly well muddled. Fairly well. Then I had a margarita, and then I had an old-fashioned.
There is no right order for that.
No, I heard that. No, you don't think there's a right order?
That's a bad combination.
It's a bad combination.
The
no matter
order
what?
that you drank them had nothing to do with it.
No, aren't you supposed to drink the brown liquor last?
Once you start.
No, brown liquor's first, right?
Dude, you're mixing tequila, rum, and whiskey.
Yeah.
The order's not the problem.
Yeah.
You had 3
It's the
different
mix.
types. Yep.
So I went home and heaved.
Well, just think about it. You're mixing 3 different liquors plus a bunch of different mixers together that don't really work on top of each other. They don't really blend together. Plus that lingering mint.
Yes. I'm sticking with weed.
Now that I have had within the last 6 or 7
Mom's
months.
on the weed.
Is she?
Yeah, Mom's on the weed. So Mom
introduced her to Chris Ward?
No, she met Chris Ward at my party, and
Nice.
he gave her a little bag of stuff.
Of course he does.
I love Donna.
So my mom had a little spill and hurt her tailbone, and she's like, "What should I take? What should I take?" I'm like, "Well, you need a good indica." She went out, she got an indica, made all the difference in the world. That's exactly what you need to do to avoid all the other stuff that's no good for you.
In like a week, you're going to come home. She's going to be smoking out of some like homemade Pringles
She'll
can
have
bong.
A bong.
So the gummies work because my mom has really bad knee problems right
Yes.
now. And I bought her like a CBD like
ointment.
That stuff is great.
And she didn't like it. She's like, it didn't really help. So I was like, Mom, just pop a gummy, pop something.
Yeah.
She's so afraid to do weed because, for her it was
Just
like
a little tiny
so,
bit.
but a gummy will work.
Yeah, just a bite of a gummy. You
I'm
don't
gonna
even
give her
need the whole
gummy.
gummy.
She's not even gonna know.
Start her on something really low. That way, if
Okay.
nothing else, she won't be scared and creating psychosomatic things going
Okay.
on.
Right.
Because I do. She has
And
a
then
lot
the
of
second night, she should eat the whole gummy.
Oh,
and get
God.
hammered.
No.
Massive pot brownie.
Oh,
Just give her the
massive.
whole thing.
Massive.
I actually
fork.
would love to see my mom high. She's funny.
I've seen my mom high.
Is it dope? Like,
She's great.
yeah.
She ate the chocolate weed thing, and she had a good time.
It sounds to me like, based on the way you've talked about certain things and just seeing her periodically over the years, this stage of Donna is pretty anything goes.
So did you? I don't know if you heard the opening. Of our. We should actually have that as a drop.
Yeah, we should.
What my mom said at the opening of her private podcast party, but she let her rip.
Yes.
She let her rip.
And I feel like Donna is at an age where she's just like, F it, man. Like, every day for her is F it Friday.
Yeah, every day is F it Friday. That's a great way to live. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do some, I almost called it What's Up For. We're going to do some Fast Track. Coming up next, Laura's got stuff. Brian's got stuff. We will do it next. We're live from LMU, Mason and Ireland. Andy in for John, 710 ESPN.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
Your ultimate summer playlist comes to life at SeaWorld San Diego. Catch live shows with Fat Joe, Trina, Waka Flocka Flame, Genuine, and more. It's throwbacks, turn up, and all-out vibes with the I Love the 90s and the Turned Up Tour. Plus, nightly BMX stunts, parades, and fireworks bringing back those SoCal summer vibes. You're never too old for SeaWorld. Your summer soundtrack starts here. Buy a ticket, get a second day free with tickets as low as $56.99 for a limited time at SeaWorldSanDiego.com.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Why do more people buy their car at the Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Rams fans, the 2025 NFL season is right around the corner, and you don't want to miss out on any of the action. Catch every home game this season, including marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $93 per game. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the Orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. After Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker, at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Fast Track.
There we go. Fast Track time. Laura, Brian, what do we got?
All right, guys. So today is Christopher Nolan's 55th birthday.
Oh,
and I
what
am
a filmmaker.
Exactly. So this is an easy question for me to ask you guys. What is your favorite Christopher Nolan movie?
For me, it is easy. I think it's one of the greatest movies ever made. It is The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is incredible.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I think you can make it. I've talked about this before. When you take into account commercial success, critical success, influence, memeability, pop culture presence, all of that, Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is thus far the performance of the 21st century.
I agree with you 100%. It is the most original. And think about all the people that have played Joker. I think that is the most interesting, the most creative, original.
He took it to a different place, like a completely different place as a comic book villain.
Yep.
Like where he was after something that felt like more than just typical Batman villainy, that sort of thing. He's unbelievable. My favorite of all of them might be Memento.
Memento, which is his very first.
I think it's his second.
It's his second movie, but his first big.
First that got released. Guy Pearce plays this guy who he's suffering through this form of short-term amnesia. He can't make current memories. He can only remember his past.
Yep.
And he's trying to solve who killed his wife.
Right.
And he keeps tattooing clues on himself because he can't remember things.
Yep.
It's a great movie.
It is a great
I love
movie.
Insomnia.
Insomnia is great. I also Inception is
great.
Mind-bending. I totally
Inception's
love that.
Really good. The Prestige is really
good.
good.
The Prestige is really good. Very, very under. That was Hugh Jackman, I think,
and
right?
Christian Bale.
I mean, he's made and obviously finally won the Academy Award for Oppenheimer this last year, and it's a terrific movie. I watched it twice. I know it's long and people complain. I watched it from the massage chair with the Bluetooth speakers on, and watched it. It is a tremendous movie.
His next one is an adaptation of The Odyssey.
Yes.
Yep.
Which has a lot of people really anxious and excited.
Yeah.
I saw the previews to that when I went to the theaters, and I was like, oh, my God, we can't wait.
Well, what's weird is they're selling advance tickets for The Odyssey next July.
I know.
So you can go to, I guess, Fandango and buy tickets for next July. People are especially scooping up the IMAX tickets.
The IMAX
He always
ones.
does great
Okay,
IMAX
if they're smart, I'm not saying force this, but you at least look ahead to see what movies are coming out at the same time, and is it possible to create another Barbenheimer?
That's a good question. I would argue, didn't we have kind of a Barbenheimer follow-up this year?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you can force it. It's got to
It's
feel
smart.
organic.
It's smart
But I would look ahead, just see like, okay, is there possibly another way to market this? Because like Barbie making like $1 billion, assuming the movie was good, that's kind of predictable. The money that Oppenheimer made, as like a 3-ish hour historical drama that is frankly kind of a downer.
Yeah,
agreed.
That it made that much money speaks to, I think, in part the phenomenon that came with Barbie, Oppenheimer, Barbenheimer. If you can find that, it could help with selling a movie like The Odyssey.
It is really weird. Now, I saw. Did you see them both on opening weekend? I saw them both on opening.
I saw Barbie opening weekend. I think I saw Oppenheimer sometime within opening week.
Because that was a thing, right?
Yeah, that was like the thing. Yeah, I did not. I couldn't get some places like you couldn't get tickets at the right time, so it was just too much.
Yeah, no, but I agree. I originally thought, boy, these two movies are going to hurt each other, but instead there was synergy between them.
Absolutely.
You could see a serious
they were
one
so
and you
polar
could see
opposite.
A fun one, yeah.
But I think in particular it helped Oppenheimer because that is
That
a
makes
tougher
sense.
movie to sell.
Yeah, and it did,
Did
like 600 million
business.
worldwide kind of thing, yeah.
Fast Track.
All right, speaking of film and TV and also the gambling aspect of it, the Arenas and Class A here. It was announced today that Starz officially has bought the Shohei Ohtani gambling scandal TV series, a little miniseries. And it's going to be, they announced today it's going to be written by Alex Convery, I think the screenwriter who wrote
Alex,
Air.
he wrote Air.
Yeah, right.
Alex
yeah.
Convery.
So, question here is, who do you think would be the best to cast Shohei Ohtani or Ippei Mizurai? Is there anybody that sticks out to your head that's like, oh, they would be good?
Ohtani is somebody we've never heard of before. Because, you have to find
to find somebody that
very specific, very tall, big Asian actor. Like, that's my guess is it's somebody that we don't know of. Like, you're gonna
completely agree.
You're gonna have to do like the type of search that Winning Time did to find Kareem and Magic. Like, you have to find people that don't have too much, I think, previously associated roles, but also you gotta be a certain height, you gotta be a certain build, or else it's not convincing.
Exactly, and it's hard to find somebody with the level of just pure charisma. I know that Ohtani's got. He's just, I always say when you're watching a movie, somebody in the movie is the cat, the one who always draws your attention. No matter where I'm looking at the Dodgers, I always know exactly where Ohtani is.
You know what the craziest part of Ohtani's charisma, because I agree that he has it, he's not trying to project charisma or trying to project anything. It's just this aura that is so natural and organic about him.
Yeah, he's got such an easy personality. He's got an easy laugh, an easy smile. He's a star.
I know that this incident with Ippei was obviously traumatic and difficult for him, but since we know he's come out of it just fine.
Yeah, I think it worked out.
I actually think this was a blessing in disguise for him.
In what way?
Because to me at least, it became very clear once we started learning more about this story. Part of the reason Ohtani was so insulated and, wanted to be private, wanted to be away from everybody, that's Ippei's influence.
Right.
Because the way you can rip off somebody is to have as few people around seeing what you're doing.
Right.
And I am guessing,
He's
but I think
got
it
a
makes
team
sense.
around him now.
Well, but before, Ippei was convincing him, hey, we got to keep the circle small. Like, I'll handle everything. We can make it a really tight circle.
Yep.
And then nobody's paying attention to what I'm doing. And then I feel like once Ohtani was sort of forced out of that shell created in a lot of ways by Ippei, he started recognizing, I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually fun for me to be out more.
And by the way, if Ireland was here, he would say, you don't believe Shohei knew anything about Ippei. I really don't believe Shohei knew anything about what Ippei was up to. And by the way, the feds did not found any connection.
somebody like Ireland has clearly never been around degenerate gamblers like I have.
Right.
Because if this was really Ohtani's involvement, or some people said Ohtani's gambling, it's too easy for him to fix. He can just pay the thing in cash, be done with it, leave no paper trail. Like, this is not a hard problem for Ohtani to settle.
Right.
If it's his. Plus, also, nobody with a gambling problem, like a severe gambling problem, diverts $680 million. Nobody.
Right.
If you are that into gambling, you don't take $680 million and say, I won't touch it for 10 years.
Well, the other thing is, I think Ipe, the one thing you learn to do, I think, when you're gambling or you're in that world probably, is that you learn how to lie.
Oh, of course.
Learn how to lie, learn how to cover.
Well, he lied about so many other things.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Remember, they just kept coming out
Here's
and
the thing,
out.
too. Do you know how terrible of a person Ohtani has to be if he really was in the loop with all this and is letting Ipe go to prison for years and years and years for something that he was involved with? Plus, if Ohtani really was involved and he's getting out of it, he could have gotten Ipe out of it.
Yeah, right.
If he's connected enough to get himself out of this, he could have gotten Ipe out.
Yeah, I strongly believe Shohei Ohtani knew nothing about
It's
what
too
Ipe
easy
was
of a
doing.
problem for him to solve if he was in the middle of it.
Fast track.
All right, guys. So we talk a lot about AI here, and Mesa is a big proponent to ChatGPT.
Yes, I love AI.
I read a story of a 33-year-old corporate brand strategist from Switzerland who has turned to AI to co-parent her 3-year-old daughter. She talks about that it alleviates motherhood, the load of mental motherhood. She says it helps her with daily tasks and parenting, assisting with meal planning, organizing family events, managing bedtime routines, and handling daily parenting tasks. She also emphasizes that it doesn't replace decision-making or her parental role, but it is helping her with support and have creativity and emotional relief. Now, this to me is a little crazy, and I understand that it allows her to turn off her brain when it becomes overwhelmed. But is this kind of genius, or is this slippery slope to emotional?
I'm not a parent, so Andy, why don't you would you co-parent with your computer?
That's literally what she's calling
you
it.
and your laptop together.
I mean, look, if we're all being honest, modern parents, in one way or another, co-parent with a screen of some type.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, most kids, when they're little and parents need a break or they need to get their kid to stop crying or whatever, they put a screen in front of them. They put a phone in front of them or a tablet in front of them. Or
I didn't think about that.
Whatever. I mean, one way or another, you're kind of doing this.
Yeah, you are. I mean, ChatGPT, I would never use it in this capacity. I can't imagine using it in that capacity.
I feel like everybody talks about it, and I feel like I need to dive more into it. I did do it for my traveling for Paris. I did say, hey, give me an itinerary, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. And it actually worked. It helped us with different things. But for parenting, I'm not a parent, but, I've helped raise my nieces and nephews, and there's a lot of them. So I don't know. At first, I was like, I would never do this because it's a slippery slope to me to emotional outsourcing for certain things.
Right.
And
that's a good phrase. Emotional outsourcing. I like that.
That's
you should trademark that one, Laura.
That's a great term.
I am a psych major, but for me, that's what was tough because of that. But when you said we already do that, because my niece cries, here's a screen.
Yeah,
Watch
right.
Bluey.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I didn't think about it that way.
Let's get one more in
Fast
here. Do you
track.
got one more?
Yeah, I got one for you guys. So our social team put together a video with DeMarco asking the Rams to call a little bit of the play-by-play for themselves on plays that they had. So I'm going to give you Verse, Puka, and Stafford. I want to see who you think has the best chance at, the future in the booth. And then check out the whole video on socials because I cut out a couple of the guys. So if you want to see...
So it's Stafford, Puka, and Verse.
Yes. So take a listen.
You know JB Long, our guy, our play-by-play guy. So we want you to be JB and call you on this play. You ready? Here we go.
Donald dropping back. Oh, we're bringing pressure. Oh, Kello free. Ball loose. Verse got the ball. Oh, my God, he's so fine. He's so fast. He's so sexy. He's so gone. He might go on the front flip.
So that was Jared Verse.
Jared Verse.
Did we drop?
The young go. Look at the Kello.
So far,
ball
Jared
loose.
Verse is the winner.
Jared Verse.
I'm picking Jared
I don't even know
Verse.
if he's supposed to drop on
He's
this play.
so
Pretty
sexy.
sure he's not. Kello just, clean with.
I have no ear left.
Oh, sweet. We got 2nd and 9 right here. The Rams are at the 20-yard line. And, Kyren Williams catches it, and he somersaults into the end zone. What an absolute finish. That's a 10 out of 10 finish. I think Simone Biles would enjoy that one right there for sure.
Can I ask you to audition to be JB Long real quick? We have Kyren's touchdown. Can you be a play-by-play? Just real quick.
All right, it's 2nd and 9. The Rams are in a 3-by-1 set. Kyren Williams free release in the backfield. Stafford dots it on him. There he goes, airborne. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams with the front flip touchdown and a nice spin afterwards.
That's beautiful.
Okay, that actually sounds like Stafford imitating J.B. Long.
Stafford was very smooth in that call, though.
Well, he's probably been inspired by his buddy Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
Because in-game interviews, Kershaw is incredible. He is incredible.
Puka, I thought was great. I mean, all three of them were totally credible.
Awesome.
Verse was hilarious.
I think the best booth would be Stafford as the play-by-play guy and Verse as the color guy.
Yeah.
That's a good booth.
That is a good booth.
Yeah, there's a couple more.
all right.
Kyren Williams also did it, so you could go on the socials and check his out, too. It's pretty good.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Brian. So there is your fast track for today. Coming up next, what might be – I just happened to look this up. What might be the most astounding fact about Ipe Usahara?
Oh.
I think it's the most amazing stat. Plus the latest on what the Dodgers are working on. They are in conversations right now. We'll tell you who they're talking to next. Mason, Ireland, live from LMU. Andy in for Ireland. 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about my friend Jacob Imrani. So I swear by him. When I was involved in an accident, first thing I did, called Jacob. I called him from the scene of the accident. My dad years ago got into an accident. Right away, called Jacob. And he wants to share a secret the insurance company doesn't want you to know. That first offer they send you, it's not because they care. It's because they hope you're going to say yes and fast. They just want to get this out of the way, get you to sign away your rights, and close your case no matter how bad the injuries are later. Jacob has seen clients who settled too soon, paid for it long after. That's why he fights for the value of your case and not a quick payday. He's got the doctors. He negotiates with the insurance company. He builds a case they can't ignore, and you don't pay Jacob unless he wins. So don't take the first offer. Don't take the pressure. Take control and call Jacob. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Proud legal partner of the Lakers, LAFC, and the Rams, and you can follow him on Instagram and Facebook at call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Spend your summer days at Pechanga Resort Casino, voted the best casino outside of Las Vegas by Newsweek and USA Today. Soak up the sun poolside and enjoy world-class resort amenities, including exceptional entertainment, award-winning dining, spa luxury, golf, and not to mention 24/7 gaming excitement. Head to Pechanga Resort Casino, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA, to book a reservation or for more info. You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the Orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South-South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. After Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker, at ESPN Los Angeles.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Dive into the Marvel Universe on the official Marvel Podcast. We're going behind the scenes with the creators behind Marvel Comics, the stars of the MCU, and Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige.
But if you want the real answer, if we're trying to get real on this podcast,
celebrate the legacy of your favorite Marvel adventures and characters. The official Marvel Podcast.
I think this show's going to be a real treat.
New episodes every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
We are live at Rams camp. They've wrapped up for the day. We got a chance to talk to Kyren Williams. Team all doing a great job out here. Ben running the show. Lucas, Zaylen, Jonathan, all holding things together. Andy Kamenetsky is in for John today. We were talking about Ipe Mizuhara and Shohei Ohtani. Apparently they're turning the gambling scandal that Ipe was involved in into a project on Stars Network. Anybody get Stars Network? No,
nope.
I don't either. It's not on my Stars Plus. Is there a Stars Plus?
I think you can make it part of an Amazon subscription if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So here I think is the most, I've mentioned this before in the show, but this is the most amazing thing about Ipe Mizuhara. He gambled for about 26 months, so 2 years, essentially. He made 19,000 bets in 2 years, which means he made on average 25 bets per day. Now, who can keep track of that level of action? Could you imagine having 25 bets rolling tonight?
You know what he is? He's the Wilt Chamberlain and
Oh,
women
he
of
is.
betting.
He's the Wilt Chamberlain of betting.
The Wilt Chamberlain, 2,000 women reportedly.
Absolutely right.
He's the Wilt Chamberlain of betting.
Yeah, he really is. That's an incredible number. How do you even keep track of that?
Apparently you don't very well because he fell into a problem.
I came across this story about Charles Barkley today, who's famously a gambler.
Mm-hmm.
And he said some stuff that just blows my mind. I think he was on the Pardon My Take podcast. And he says that every time he went to Vegas, he'd be up $300, $400, $500,000. His friends would be like, dude, you've got to quit. Let's go. Let's go get drunk. Let's have some fun. I was like, no. In my mind, I was like, I want to win $1 million because I'd done it a few times. He says, then he just kept losing, lost $1 million, lost millions, and quit for 2 years. I cannot imagine. What's the most you've ever bet in a table game? I assume he's playing. What is Barkley's game? Blackjack?
I'm guessing blackjack.
Blackjack, craps. He seems like it could be a craps.
Well, those are games that have a lot of fast action. I'm guessing Barkley does not like games that build up a lot, like a poker game, stuff like that. I think Barkley wants quick.
So what is the most you've ever had on the table?
I'm guessing anywhere between $300 to $500 because I know in Vegas one time I won roughly $1,000 or so in a day playing poker, like grand and a half, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I did very well that day.
I probably have had $200 on the table because I go all in on something because I play poker, but I cannot imagine either winning or losing $1 million.
Here's the thing, though. For people that get super into gambling or it becomes an addiction, I had a grand uncle who had a very bad gambling problem. It becomes about more than the money. It's about the rush.
Yeah.
And the rush can actually come to you even when you lose. Like sometimes the rush can even be bigger when you lose because it's an emotional whirlwind and it can overwhelm you to where you're just chasing that rush as opposed to chasing the money. Like, have you ever seen that movie from the 70s, The Gambler with James Caan?
I don't recall it, no.
They remade it with Mark Wahlberg maybe like 10 or so years ago, but it really breaks down well just how much gamblers will chase that rush of getting involved with the bets, and it becomes way more than just about money. It's about the action.
Yeah,
like
right.
you're just chasing the action.
Well, that's what fantasy football is, right? It's a way to have a little action on every game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not millions.
Well, but again, it's all about what is relatively you can afford. I mean, Barkley is insanely rich.
Yes,
and
he's
lost millions
of dollars, yeah.
by his own admission.
Yep.
But he's comfortable losing millions because he can afford it. Like, it's all about what is the highest amount that you can afford and then the rush involved with it.
Right. I wanted to stop off here and mention what's going on with the Dodgers. Tomorrow's the trade deadline. It'll be at 12 o'clock noon our time, 3 p.m. Pacific. And we'll see exactly how Andrew Friedman elects to go about it. We have this report that the Minnesota Twins are expected to trade closer Yohan Duran by the end of the day. The Dodgers are in strong pursuit. So are the Phillies. The Dodgers are talking about 3 different pitchers with the Twins, Yohan Duran, Lewis Varland, and Griffin Jax, who actually we saw Griffin Jax. I think he blew a save in the series we had at Minnesota. They're also talking about Harrison Bader, who is a Gold Glove outfielder who could conceivably come over in a deal. See, to me, that makes sense to do the big deal with one team because they need a right-handed bat and they need a high-leverage right-handed reliever. That's why, for example, Brendan Donovan is a player in St. Louis. They're talking about Ryan Helsley.
I was going to say.
So you get a package of Helsley and Donovan. So you kind of –
it's like when the Dodgers traded for Adrian Gonzalez. You know,
yes.
They got in Carl Crawford. They addressed a bunch of different areas all at once.
And we should mention, last night, if you got a chance to look at the Dodger game, it was a tremendous win. They came from behind. Will Smith has just been incredible with runners in scoring position, batting .373. Freddie Freeman, huge last night. Mookie Betts seems to be coming around. Like, there are a lot of reasons for optimism.
Seems to like batting leadoff.
Yeah. I also thought Alexis Diaz threw well last night. Actually got the win, and he's a wild card in the bullpen. He was formerly an all-star with Cincinnati. They've got a lot of arms, and they got a lot of arms coming back, and it's questionable about exactly how big you go here. I personally love the idea of Stephen Kwan, who is an all-star and would fit so well in that outfield.
I like the idea of both because I think someone like Kwan will help them now and big picture.
Right. He's under team control for a couple years.
I understand what you're saying about having a lot of arms, but they have a lot of arms with a lot of question marks about them that aren't even just about performance. They're about availability.
Right.
So, like, there's, Gratterall, there's questions about availability. Trinan, there's been questions about availability. Tanner Scott. There's
Michael Kopech.
Right. There's so many different guys that, in theory, you have. Like Tyler Glasnow. Can you really feel confident?
Well, he had 3 great starts and then gave up a couple home runs last night.
But I'm not even talking about performance. Again, can you really feel confident that Glasnow will be available for the playoffs? Forget.
By the way, this is why I wouldn't trade Dustin May, because there's no insurance against Glasnow getting hurt, and God knows that happens, or Snell not able to come back at full strength. I mean, they may need Dustin May.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the entire pitching staff has been so overtaxed this year.
Yeah.
And even the games, like, as exciting as it is when Ohtani pitches, he typically pitches, like 3 innings, max 4? So those essentially become bullpen games. They're very high-profile bullpen games for a bullpen that's already taxed as it is.
Yeah, a most heavily used bullpen in the league. All right, we'll keep track of this because something's going to happen, and the reports are Yohan Duran of the Twins could be traded by the end of the day.
That would be exciting.
That would be exciting. Hey, tune in tomorrow. Travis DeMarco broadcasting live from the Empire Strikers soccer camp at South Fontana Park. Action-packed fun for all skill levels with the IE's own pro indoor team, the Empire Strikers. In the meantime, this is an ad for BetterHelp. So, I have benefited from therapy over the years. I've told this story, but I've had issues, especially back 20 years ago, back in 2000. I had a real struggle, found a good therapist, and I've been with that therapist ever since. You can benefit from therapy too. If you're feeling stress, a holiday can be great, vacation can be great, not a long-term solution to stress. If you're having problems, think about therapy. BetterHelp has got over 30,000 therapists. They got the world's largest online therapy platform. They've served over 5 million people globally, and as the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with all kinds of diverse variety of expertise. So, if you are struggling right now, therapy is your answer. Right now, our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the Orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. After Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker, at ESPN Los Angeles.
Why do more people buy their car at the Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Rams fans, the 2025 NFL season is right around the corner, and you don't want to miss out on any of the action. Catch every home game this season, including marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $93 per game. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our zesty dragon fruit mango lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. only at Waba Grill.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
This is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp right now.
Yes, indeed, we return to LMU, the practice field for Rams training camp. Once again, back to Mason and Ireland.
Hey, don't miss Cap, Morales, and Lindsay for some wacky morning show bits or whatever.
I love it.
She says wacky.
She sounds like Milhouse from The
Wacky
Simpsons.
forced radio bits. Haha.
In the beginning, I really thought it was Milhouse. Like,
Oh,
it was
did you?
Milhouse
Yeah.
and drop.
Yeah.
I then learned it was Lindsay.
Anyway, those guys are live starting at 3 o'clock from SeaWorld San Diego. You can tune in on ESPN LA's YouTube page, catch all the sights and the sounds. SeaWorld San Diego, open your world to something amazing. I'm sure with Cappy Morales and Lindsay, something amazing is going to happen a little bit later on today.
Something's going to happen.
Something is going to happen. So I got a story about a super baby. Ready, super baby?
Yeah.
Super baby.
So 2-year-old Govinda Kumar was playing in his home in Bankatwa village in eastern India. and he spotted a 3-foot-long snake. It was a cobra. What do you think he did?
Did he grab the snake?
He grabbed the snake.
He grabbed a cobra?
What do you think he did next?
Got it to
Killed
submit?
it?
He put the head of the cobra in his mouth and bit down and killed the cobra on the
ew.
spot.
Oh, no, gross.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It says, instead of screaming, he put the snake's head in his mouth, clenched his jaw. The cobra died on the spot.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that crazy?
This is one of the rare times, Mace, where you've thrown out a topic and I have absolutely no reaction. This is insane.
It is insane.
I don't even know what to say to that. A 2-year-old puts a cobra in its mouth
And bites down.
Somehow managed to win. Like 2-year-old won Cobra Zero.
I'm not. How old is your baby?
14.
14. Okay. When did she get her teeth? Like, does this 2-year-old have teeth to be able to bite down on the cobra head?
They have teeth at 2.
Yeah.
That's insane.
What are they teaching this 2-year-old?
Well, I mean, the kid.
That's a 2-year-old being raised by ChatGPT and AI.
That is
like not enough supervision.
Lightning fast reflexes is what I'm talking about there. All right, so it's going to be a busy 24 hours. I want to make sure everybody knows this, that tomorrow is the MLB trade deadline. Maybe by the time we get here, maybe by the time we get back on the air tomorrow at noon, the Dodgers will have made their move or their moves, plural. Gilbert Arenas is expected to be traded. It's multiple sources by the end of the day, and the Dodgers are in the thick of that thing. I wanted to ask you, Aaron Rodgers is married now.
I did not know that.
You did not know that?
I mean, some people say he's not, but,
He's married, but nobody's seen his wife yet.
Exactly.
Rodgers says when you meet the right one and you're with the right one, your whole world changes in a second. Now, hard to disagree with that. He says, and to have that person that unconditionally loves you behind the scenes, there's no better feeling in the world, and I've got the most incredible wife. I just really love her, and I'm so thankful to have her by my side. When you have the stability and that rock behind you at the house, you feel like you can do anything. Now, it is interesting. I guess nobody sees Juan, right?
Yeah.
Nobody sees Aaron Rodgers' wife, and yet there's speculation about how, if you're walking around Pittsburgh, or Pittsburgh, as they like to say, Pittsburgh. If you're walking around Pittsburgh, if you're Aaron Rodgers, at some point, doesn't like paparazzi or people with cameras wind up seeing you with your wife? How is he managed to keep the secret?
I'm really asking, are there a lot of paparazzi in Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Doesn't feel like a paparazzi hotspot.
But you're Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you would get
wherever you go.
Exactly.
Well, I wonder, because when he said, the statement about his wife and loving her, the thing that jumped out at me most was behind the scenes, because nobody knows who this woman even is.
Right.
But he had been in some really high-profile relationships. He had been with, was it Shailene Woodley?
Yes.
And wasn't he?
Shailene Woodley, yeah.
Was he with Olivia Munn?
He was with Olivia Munn.
So maybe this is Aaron Rodgers feeling like the best way for me to have a relationship that works
is have it super low-key.
Right. Just because, Juan, you've kept Juan's identity secret.
Yes.
But you were not previously seen in high-visibility relationships.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
This is normal for your relationship with Juan. It's just been this way.
Now, people are joking about it, saying it's his imaginary wife, and he's dating a prompt on ChatGPT.
Did he meet her in a dark retreat?
He could have been.
Does he look like?
Gnawing on bark. And
she's an ayahuasca hallucination. She doesn't actually exist.
Could be.
That's a good one.
Could
Andy.
be. We'll continue to follow the story.
Not an imaginary friend. It's just an hallucination.
Exactly. Coming up next for you, we're going to do some Game of Games. It is Brian Cohen's game today. If I've got this right, Brian is tied with John?
So, yes. So you are correct. So Brian is the only one tied with John. If I win today and win tomorrow, then I will also be tied with them.
Okay, got it. And if I win today and win tomorrow, I will still be way behind.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have that. Right. And Brian's got 2 days. He's got to win. It's his game today. Then he's got – it's got to be tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 31st, right?
31st, yeah. Well, I got to win today and tomorrow.
There you go.
Big stakes.
It's a lot of drama coming up next with Brian Cohen's game. Game of Games, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Pechanga Resort Casino is celebrating 20 years of partnership with the LA Angels. Come play your perfect combination at Southern California's premier resort casino. You'll indulge in world-class amenities, including exceptional entertainment, award-winning dining, an outdoor pool complex, spa luxury, golf, and 24/7 gaming. An expansive casino floor, 1,100 hotel rooms and suites. Head to Pechanga Resort Casino just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA to book a reservation. Go Angels.
Hey, it's Chris Morales coming up today at 3 p.m. After Mason and Andy live from Rams training camp, Cappy and me are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Playing with the orcas, splashing around, having fun and frivolity. Producer Lindsay Baseball will be with us too. Don't miss any of the excitement from South. Cappy and I live from SeaWorld San Diego for a special edition of Sedano and Cap. That's at 3 p.m. After Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Hear all the fun on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and we'll be on YouTube, sucker, at ESPN Los Angeles.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. This Game of Games time, and we welcome to the show for the first time to play Game of Games, Lucas from the guys in the back.
Yep.
I call you the
shot.
guys in the back as opposed to the kids
No,
in the
it's
back.
the kids in the back.
Yeah,
Kids in the back with the social media.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so it's Brian Cohen's game today. Brian, what do we got going?
One of my favorite games to make, the What's More Rams edition, since you guys are at Rams training camp. And I will say most of these are very close. So
All
number
right.
one here.
Okay.
What's more, Matthew Stafford's career passing yards or the number of wild rams left in the United States, or bighorn sheep?
Wow, that is very weird.
That is super weird, right?
I will go first. I will say it is the sheep. Lucas?
I'm going to go with Stafford.
Andy?
I'm going to go sheep, as you put it.
Laura?
I will go with Stafford.
It is Matthew Stafford.
Matthew
Yeah.
Stafford. All right.
Who's keeping
Brian,
score?
Brian,
I
you're
got
keeping score?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Number two here. What's more, Puka Nakua's career receptions or DeMarco Farr's career solo tackles for the Rams?
Ooh. I'm going to say that is that's going to be Puka. Lucas?
I'm going to go Puka as well.
Andy?
I'm going DeMarco.
And
I'm
Laura?
also going to Marco Farr.
It is DeMarco Farr.
Yeah!
Damn. I'm 0 for 2.
I got 2-0, baby.
Yeah. All right.
Number 3.
Number 3.
What's more, the number of episodes Kobe Turner was on The Masked Singer, or the number of people who have portrayed Rampage the mascot?
Oh, wow.
Number of people that have been in the suit?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Or episodes.
Okay.
Or episodes
Laura?
for Kobe Turner.
I feel like I should say Rampage, but I'm going to go episodes.
I'm going to go Rampage. Lucas?
I'm going to go episodes.
Andy?
This is hard. I've never seen The Masked Singer, so I have no idea how long
me neither.
anybody lasts. I'm going to go Rampage.
It is Kobe Turner on The Masked Singer.
Yeah!
Really?
What
You
is
went pretty
the
far, I believe.
score?
How many
I'm part of the
episodes is he
Ramily, and
He
I
was on
cannot
4
get one
episodes,
right.
And only 2 people have been Rampage the mascot.
Nice.
Is that right? Okay. What's the score, Brian?
I got 3 for Laura, 2 for Lucas, 1 for Andy. Mason, nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Number 4 here. What's more, Kyren Williams' career touchdowns or Matthew Stafford's career playoff touchdowns? The Stafford playoff touchdowns or Kyren career touchdowns?
Andy?
Kyren.
Lucas?
Kyren.
I'm going Kyren. Laura?
I'm also going Kyren.
It is Kyren Williams.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Cool.
Fortunately, Stafford spent a lot of years not in the
Yeah, not in the playoffs for
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
Number 5 here. What's more, the combined weight of the expected starting 5 offensive linemen or the combined weight of 10 Bighorn Rams?
So, 5 offensive linemen, or you said 15 Rams?
10 Bighorn Rams.
10 Bighorn Rams.
10
Okay,
big.
Andy.
I'm going to go the lineman.
Lucas.
I'm going to go with the Rams. Those seem heavy.
I am going to go Rams. Laura.
I'm going to go with our team, our linemen.
It is
Brian?
the lineman. Old lineman.
It is the lineman. I have, you know what? I have to keep going because I'm scoreless. I got
No,
a
no,
chance.
you got one.
You got,
Oh,
you got
do
the
I?
Kyren one last year.
You got the Kyren
Damn.
Williams one.
Okay. All right, next one.
All right, number 6 here. What's more, the number of games Devontae Adams has played in his NFL career or the combined number of different majors and minors that are offered where you're at LMU?
Oh, interesting.
Wait.
So it's, say that one more time. It's
The number of games
majors and
Devontae
minors
Adams-
at LMU versus.
The number of games Devontae Adams has played in his career.
Okay, Laura.
I will go with Devontae Adams.
I will go with Devontae Adams. Lucas.
I'll go with Devontae.
And Andy.
LMU.
It is Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams.
Very
There
closely,
you
though.
go.
Very closely.
It's a private school, so.
I figured that meant more majors. You can buy whatever major you want.
Bye.
How many do you have, Bri?
3 left.
Okay,
I
what's the
kinda-
score?
A 6-0. I have 6-0.
Laura
I've
6, Lucas 4, Andy 3, Mace 2.
I think I'm out. I am going to sit out the rest. What is next?
What's more, Sean McVay's career wins as a Rams head coach, both regular season and playoff, or LMU alumni brief period there, Mila Kunis acting credits on her IMDb page.
Okay. Laura, you're leading. Take it away.
I will go Mila.
I'll go McVay.
McVay and Andy.
I'm going to go Mila Kunis. Is that who it is?
Yeah, Mila
Yes.
Kunis.
Mila Kunis.
Should have went with Sean McVay.
Sean
Oh,
McVay.
that's my
So
first
Lucas
one.
takes that
Just
point.
realized, too, I was thinking of Mila Jovovich.
So I got Lucas 5, Laura
Oh, yeah.
6.
I always think Mila
Well, she's got like
Jovovich.
50 of those Resident Evil movies.
Yes, she
by
does.
herself.
Yes, she does. All right, what's the score?
Lucas 5, Laura 6. Andy out.
Andy out. Okay, so Lucas got a chance to win here. Laura's got to go first. Take it away, Brian.
2 more. What's more, the number of total tackles for Jared Verse last season or the number of total tackles for Aaron Donald in his last season?
Laura.
I'll go AD.
Okay, now you don't have to go different, but you can.
I feel like AD. That was my gut answer before
Okay.
Laura said something.
AD. They both say AD, Brian.
Should have went Jared Verse.
Oh! Damn. All right, now this one you got to go different, Lucas. If you got a chance to win, you got to go different.
Yeah, Laura up one here. Last one. In honor of Torrey Holt, last time at camp being on the show, what's more?
Yep.
Torrey Holt's career receptions or the number of games the Rams have won as a whole franchise, both L.A. and St. Louis?
Okay. Laura, you go first.
I really don't know, but I'm going to go with the Rams option.
Okay, that means
career wins. And
Lucas goes
Torrey Holt receptions.
Torrey Holt receptions.
And it is Torrey Holt receptions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
we're tied. We're tied. We got a sudden death. All right.
All right, ready for the tiebreaker?
Brian, what's the tiebreaker?
All right, speaking of Torrey Holt, he had 1,382 career yards. But how long was his longest career reception? His longest career reception was how long?
Okay. Laura, you going to write something down?
No, sure. I'm horrible at these, so you are definitely going to win.
No, it's 1 to 100.
I know, but it's like I'm not.
I think we
that
have the
great.
same amount of odds right now.
No,
Yeah,
we don't.
yeah.
We don't.
Okay, Laura.
I'll go 88.
I was going to go 67.
Right.
And that one is Laura. 85 is his career reception.
I don't know how you went 67.
Yeah.
I was just thinking
I thought I was bad.
There's either one more or one less.
Yeah.
Just the play. Yeah, that's all right, Lucas.
First game of games, we'll
you
learn.
did well on
Thank
Game of
you, I
Games,
appreciate
Lucas.
it.
Nice
Thank
work.
you for having me on, guys.
Nice work. Sure, absolutely.
Sorry to the guys in the back.
If I
but
win
we'll
tomorrow,
get
I tie.
That's right. So Laura's got a chance to tie tomorrow. Brian's got a chance to win tomorrow.
I'm coming.
And I've got a chance to
I got
finish
you,
in 5th place for the month. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. It is, Brian.
You were really good for a
It's
little
just guessing, right?
Especially this one was 50-50. Only 2 choices there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how am I that bad a guesser?
Oh, tomorrow is Momo's game.
It's Momo's.
She does
Oh, God.
tailor to you, so.
Oh, that's right. This may
does.
work in my favor tomorrow. All right, Lucas, great work today. Thank you very
guys.
much. Thanks to all the guys out here who are running the show for us. Thanks to Ben Conroy as well. Andy Kamenetsky. I'm searching through. I've got hashtag Dodgers on Twitter right now. I got a note. Both Tyler and Taylor Rodgers were traded today.
Tyler and Taylor.
Tyler and Taylor, the brothers.
Remember, we used to have a Tyler and a Taylor both here.
We did.
That's right.
We had a Tyler and a Taylor.
Yeah.
Who produced
Yes,
and
we
ran
did.
the board and stuff.
Jim Bowden has tweeted, this would be the great blockbuster for the Dodgers. Dodgers get Yohan Duran, Griffin Jax, and utility man Will Castro for Josu DePaula, Jackson Ferris, Bobby Miller, and Jaron Elkins. That's his idea for a trade. I actually think it's going to be Yohan Duran and Harrison Bader.
Just shopping at one team?
Shopping at one team. The Twins are your one-stop shop. You can get your right-handed bat and your right-handed arm.
Well, I mean, look, it simplifies the process. I mean, if you know what you're looking for and you can get it done with one team, it becomes actually much easier to do.
Although Stephen Kwan, he'd be so good. So good. They want rushing. I would do it, but I don't think the Dodgers will.
I can understand the reluctance, but Stephen Kwan would help now and down the road.
Yeah, no, he would.
It's not a rental. Like, this is not just like an all-in rental. This would be somebody that can help you out for a while.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so don't forget tomorrow's the trade deadline, 12 o'clock noon. It'll be me, Momo, and Trav tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon as the trade deadline passes. In the meantime, we're going to do some super crosstalk. We will connect with SeaWorld and Cappy and Morales and Lindsay and wacky radio bits.
All the dolphins and porpoises.
That's right. All coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is Mason and Ireland live from Rams training camp at LMU. ESPN LA's training camp coverage presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment resort and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information.
More training camp coverage coming up next on ESPN LA.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Paige, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Paige your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, commissions, open houses, or costly repairs. They'll give you a fair cash offer with no surprises. One seller said, and I quote, "Seller's advantage was faster, easier, and more rewarding than listing my house. The offer matched my expectations, and the process was stress-free." Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Rams fans, the 2025 NFL season is right around the corner, and you don't want to miss out on any of the action. Catch every home game this season, including marquee matchups against the 49ers, Lions, Texans, Buccaneers, and more for only $93 per game. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2025. Again, that is therams.com/2025. Secure your season tickets and see you at the Rams house.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason in Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins. Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
That's a SeaWorld edition of the Love Boat.
SeaWorld edition. I love it. What's going on, guys?
Have you seen Davante Adams there yet?
No.
Because
have not
he
seen
will,
Davante Adams.
if he sees Cappy, he will rough him up after yesterday.
Really? What happened? I did not
Check the
what
news.
happened?
His story, his comments with us yesterday all went completely viral. He's everywhere. His comments on Sedano and Cap yesterday afternoon.
Tell me what I missed it. What did he say?
Do we have the sound? I don't think we have the sound.
Oh,
Just
we
look
don't
up
have the sound.
Davante Adams, ESPN LA, and it'll be right there.
Okay,
his
got
comments
it.
about playing with the Raiders back in the day.
Cap, are you stirring things up? Is that what's going on?
Well, I mean, listen, I didn't do it intentionally, you know? I'm just a natural-born pain in the ass. Like, I'm not intending to be that. But, like, if you're Rams PR now all of a sudden, you're like, wait a second, this was like a friendly interview that was on the team radio station, and then one little nothing comment gets blown out of proportion. The next thing you know, it's got 1 million views, and I'm like an unintentional pain in the tuchus.
It's okay. We kind of expect that.
Yeah, no, I am that.
This was a net positive, though, right? For you, it was a good thing. Now I'm seeing
yes.
I just Googled it. There are headlines everywhere.
For Davante Adams, he does not like Cappy now, officially.
And I thought, but let me just say this. I thought by the end of it yesterday, me and Davante Adams were like best friends. I thought I was eating Taco Bell with him. I thought I was getting his Taco Bell shoes. I thought I was getting one of those DA chains that he had around his neck, that ice that he
he'll
was
put
wearing.
a chain around your neck and he'll choke you.
I mean, I really thought me and Davante Adams hit it off yesterday.
Brian's got it. You want to play it?
Yeah, let's play the sound.
Yeah.
Amazing. Hey, they're wrapping us up. I do just want to ask you, everybody else would want to ask you this question as well. Little did we know that you'd be playing with Jimmy G again, right,
Yeah.
based on that series. How's that?
It's amazing. I love Jimmy, and it was never a personal thing, and I was hoping we didn't have to have these kind of – I'm surprised this is the first time it's been brought up, but it's been amazing. We got to, catch up and get on the right page, and obviously that was just a dark moment in all of our lives. I think all of us were pretty miserable over there, and we kind of caught up and laughed about it, and we've been making plays since we've been out here, so it's been fun.
So now, okay, I'm going to say this right now. If Davante Adams is upset that this comment blew up, he has no right at all to get upset at Cappy Because Cappy just asked, "What?"
He just opened the door.
Well, he didn't really even open the door to talk about the Raiders. He just said, "What's it like to play with Jimmy G
How's
again?"
that? How's
like
that?
he could have just left it at, "Yeah, I love seeing Jimmy. It's great. This is going to be fun."
He's the one that went to a dark time in our
right.
lives.
Devontae is the one
He
that took
outed
shots
himself.
at the Raiders, not Cappy.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even a leading question.
No, but what happens is that when you say something like this and you don't realize that you're on ESPN Los Angeles, this isn't Raiders Radio Network. This isn't.
You mean that hack radio station that JT the Brick works at?
Is that the one that he works at?
Picking on JT the Brick?
Yeah. Well, his career was great 20 years ago.
Wow. Chris is all over JT. You know
It's
why
rough.
Chris is mad at JT?
Why?
Because once the ESPN LA tweet went out, then I'm telling you without exaggeration, there's 1 million views. There are thousands of retweets, et cetera, et cetera. And JT went in and he retweeted with a comment and he said, I actually don't even remember what he said.
Something like, "Oh, I was here watching everybody work hard, not Devontae."
He
Something
said,
like that.
he said, you know what?
Him being a typical Raiders homer.
He said, not everybody was miserable. Everybody was trying to win except those guys that quit. So he was essentially saying that Devontae had quit on the Raiders. And so JT did that. And, Chris, your feeling on JT doing that is what?
Well, first of all, he comes on ESPN LA often.
Okay.
Yeah.
One day, you never know. We could, create some sort of late night show for him like the old days. And now you're going to piss off the one radio company that would actually work with you still? Come on.
And you pissed them off because you, quote, retweeted.
I'm annoyed at his commentary.
Okay.
Especially considering he was friend to the show.
But don't you think I thought the comment was kind of innocuous myself.
I didn't.
No, Chris is very Chris is...
When people come after Cappy, I get mad.
Yeah, you see, you can't come after me.
I agree. Yeah, no, I get that.
Because if you want to get to me, before you get to me, you got to go through Christopher Arthur Morales.
And
if
vice
you want to go
versa.
through Christopher Morales, you got problems.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I'll give you an example, Mace. Like, we walk the streets of downtown L.A. early in the mornings.
Here's what his tweet said 5 hours ago
All right, hold
when
on.
he retweeted ESPN LA. So, first of all, he's trying to get clickbait by using us. Then he wrote, "I had Scott Kaplan on my Mad Dog Radio show last night." Ooh, Mad Dog Radio. To talk about this interview, I had a front row seat to Devontae in Vegas. It was a tough season, but not, quote, dark from the majority of the roster that didn't quit. Hashtag
Why are you
Raider
upset
Nation.
at JT the Brick? He's just talking there. That's not that shouldn't piss you off.
But you know what?
It does.
Devontae Adams is allowed to think the season was dark for him. If that's the way he felt about it, that's the way he felt about it. Like, frankly, that's none of JT's business. That is not
Exactly
JT
right.
the
Good
Brick's
job, Andy.
business, if I'm being
Andy is quick to read to be on the right side of history. On
Andy is clearly on the right side.
I like that. Good job, Andy.
He is not part of Project Suffocation. No, he is free. He is free of suffocation, Andy. No, but seriously, like, to me, if I'm Devontae, there was one little part in there, I don't know if you guys heard it or not, he goes, you know, I'm surprised no one's asked me about it, or something like that. And
well, you know what that to me says, Cappy? He's been dying to talk about this. Devontae's been looking for the opening to talk about this. He wasn't going to go there proactively, but all it was going to take was somebody opening the door very innocuously. Because, again, Cappy, I don't think – I would tell you if I thought otherwise. I don't think your question was leading at all. I don't think it was a leading question in the slightest.
Yeah, you opened the door and he walked through it and said some stuff that made news. I thought it was a great question. It's really smart. It picked up steam. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's everywhere. I don't know how I missed it, but I would say congratulations, Cappy.
Yeah.
You got something nobody else got.
how about that? You hear that? We got something nobody else got. That's right. But I just don't understand why, like, if I'm Devontae, I said what I said, and everybody knew I wanted out of Vegas. And at the time, we all sat there and watched the show. So it's like the most obvious, natural question to ask. Hey, who would have ever thought you and Jimmy Garoppolo would be reunited? How is that? I could have said, hey, man, we all watched. Hey, man, we all watched the show. We all saw the terrible things that you said. We all heard about how you wanted him benched, and then you pretty much bounced on this team. What's that all about, bro? Like, I could have said that, but instead it was just it was
you
just
could have
more
said,
of a.
Cappy, Sorry, I was just going to say, you could have said to him, you could have phrased the question as, it's felt like you and Jimmy G have had problems in the past. Have you worked past it? Like, it was a totally non-leading question the way you phrased it. Just like there could be people who weren't even aware that there were reports or indications that Devontae and Jimmy didn't get along at all. There are probably people who forgot about that. Like, to a lot of people, it just sounded like, hey, what's it like to play with Jimmy G again?
Right.
And that's it. That's all there is to the question.
Yeah. And the other part of it is this was not a long conversation. Like, so, dude, you played for the Raiders. You went there
it all
because
fell apart. It was terrible.
Right. You went there because your best friend was the quarterback. They cut him, and then you're stuck not with the guy that you intended to play with. How much did you hate being there? I mean, that could have been a leading question that would have said, oh, it was dark, I hated it, it was just so. But, oh, by the way, for all the thousands and thousands of Raider fans that have since commented on this tweet, hey, guys, the Raiders are a very different organization today under Pete Carroll than they had been when they were under Antonio Pierce, and then they had been under Josh McDaniel. So, the organization was a mess. But the reason he went there, not that I need to be a spokesperson, was he wanted to play with his college best friend and his college teammate. And then they cut the guy, and then he now lost, I'll call it, control of why he went to the Raiders in the first place. So I don't really think that what he said was very bad. But when you all of a sudden open up a can of worms on social media, and now everybody's probably flooding his timeline, all the Raider fans, with all this hate, I'm sure Devontae's probably like, damn, why did I say that? Or who the hell's that jerk that asked me that question?
Well, I think it's the latter. Who's that jerk?
Well, by the way, we did workshop this question for like 2 segments.
Did you really? You workshopped it?
Yes, on the air with DeMarco and I think Clinton, too.
Clinton, DeMarco, and Beto. We were trying to decide. We were like, yo,
how to do it.
Should we be asking him about this? And my thought was, this is the one thing that everybody would want to ask the brother.
Right, and you did it in such a gentle. It's not like it wasn't leading.
You can go right in.
You
there.
opened the door and he walked right through and he gave you really good stuff.
Oh, but the thing is, too,
that was my suggestion, by the way, Cap.
Yeah, I mean, I spent 10 minutes sucking up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, but also too, the thing that got everybody's attention wasn't even him talking really about the past relationship, good or bad, with Jimmy G. It was the comments about the Raiders, and again, Devontae went there on his own. Like, he's actually the one who clearly wanted to say that, because he could have told you the exact same thing about what it's like to play with Jimmy G again without mentioning the Raiders at all.
And, he did make that comment that he's surprised that no one's asked him about it up until this point.
Yeah.
And, Andy, you know why no one asked him about it up until that point?
Because they're gutless.
Because they're freaking gutless, Andy. That's why.
Gutless.
They're gutless, Andy.
They're gutless bums. You know who's not gutless?
Tell me.
The sea turtles that I saw earlier today.
I know.
It's
Yeah, tell me about the SeaWorld. I have not been there in a few years, and it is such a great spot.
At ESPN Los Angeles, you can see the video of me feeding the sea turtles earlier at the Turtle Reef. Now, these suckers, these are big, and they're old. They're like kind of like the Mason and Ireland of sea turtles. They're senior citizens.
Wow, they're big.
There's like an 85-year-old one just chomping lettuce.
Really?
Having a private podcast party there?
Just thinking.
I went to go put my hand down, and they're like, whoa, don't put your hand down there. It'll chomp your hand off.
Really?
I was like, well, that'd be good for social media. They're like, no, it'll take your hand right off.
The old turtle will bite your hand.
He's a big chomper.
Really? 85-year-old turtle.
Yeah.
Eat your hand
I
right
think
off
his
your
name
body.
was Ken. I don't know.
Ken?
I don't know.
Now,
Ken
do you
the turtle?
have a fish trainer, a person that's like a SeaWorld
I am not a
official
fish
out there?
trainer, no.
We've
got that every hour. First off, and Danielle Castillo is going to be joining us at 3:30. She was out there with me. She warned me, don't put your hand down there.
Because Ken will bite it off.
Ken the sea turtle is going to bite that thing.
Ken, the angry 85-year-old sea turtle. Eat your freaking
I have
hand
a
right
very
off.
serious question that I'm hoping to get the answer to as I'm driving home and listening to you guys.
Yeah.
What's the
About the sea
difference
turtle?
between a dolphin and a porpoise? Are they the same thing? Are they two different things? Are they related?
I don't know.
No?
You want us to ask that question? You know,
I want you to ask that.
I'm gonna write
Yeah, I
this
want to
down
know.
right now.
That's going to
Yeah,
get
write
us
it
into
down.
trouble here. That's going to go viral.
Write that down.
What's the difference
A
between
workshop
a
that.
dolphin and a what?
And
what
a
was it?
porpoise.
A porpoise.
A porpoise.
Let me look up. What's a porpoise?
Because I don't know if they're the same thing, if they're different
They're
things,
similar.
if they're cousins.
They're similar.
Their beak.
It's their
Andy goes,
beak,
they're
Laura
similar.
says.
Yeah, they're so
It says-
similar that they're the exact same thing.
porpoise.
Yes,
Yeah,
a
porpoise.
porpoise.
This is like yesterday when we had to look up whether I was going to die from drinking that
Mouthwash?
mouthwash that Lindsay made me drink.
Did you guys hear about this yesterday?
You got
yeah, the
another swig?
mouthwash
I brought
thing.
it.
But is it killer mouthwash?
Well, it very specifically says on the bottle, do not swallow. And
I swallowed it.
And if you do, you should immediately call, what was it? I don't know, some kind of
poison control.
Poison control.
Poison control.
It's the TheraBreath brand, Mace.
A porpoise
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
no,
type
that's
of
a killer.
It's a toothed whale, but it's not a dolphin.
Morales
It's a
has
toothed
cheated
whale.
death once. Now it's just his thing. This Morales is just thing now.
Well,
He's cheating death left and right.
You know what it is, Andy? You can't kill him. He got, like that old turtle, he got a big old protective shell on him. You cannot
Hey, I got to
penetrate
tell
it,
you
dude.
guys,
Keith Richards of radio.
I'm
You
looking
can't
at
kill
you
him.
on YouTube now. You've got, is that a tank behind you with fish?
Oh, yeah.
It's
No,
the,
it's
the
a tank
whale,
without
the
fish, Mace.
orca.
It's orcas behind us, Mace.
Orcas?
We are at the Orca exhibit at SeaWorld San Diego.
The orca encounter.
And there are literally these giant black and white orca killer. Look at this one right
There it
behind
goes.
me, right there. And this guy likes
Right
to
behind
fly
you,
upside
yeah.
down. Yeah.
That's
He does.
amazing. And so I'm going to tell everybody, go to YouTube, ESPN LA. You get the sights and the sounds of SeaWorld, including gigantic orcas floating right by Cappy and Morales and Lindsay out there. Lindsay, you got any forced radio bits? Haha.
I think you took them all today, Mace.
Oh, she still,
You know,
she
it's-
can
you know,
still
it's
missile
funny.
you.
I'm just kidding.
All day long, that promo kept playing, and we're trying to get
I
your
know.
haha done.
Listen, I don't want to hear that ever again. I'm mad at Morales for putting that in.
Why?
Because it's annoying. I sound like Bart Simpson.
You sound like Milhouse. You sound
Milhouse.
exactly like Milhouse. I actually thought the first time I heard it that it was Milhouse. Like it's
Well, maybe
awesome,
I could take his
Lindsay.
job.
There you go. Hey, I want to real quick before we get out of here, thanks to
But
Ben
somebody in
Conroy
the
for
YouTube
running the
chat
show.
Yeah, hold on one second, Mace. Ray Escobar in the YouTube chat wrote, Morales is nothing without Cappy.
Ooh.
But I don't take that as an insult.
No. Well, I mean,
Because Cappy's nothing without me.
Right, we're a team.
Yeah. Because if I would have died, you wouldn't have gotten that new contract.
Oh, if you would have died, I'd already be done here.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be, put it this way. I'd be at SeaWorld today as a guest. You know what I mean? I'd be walking around SeaWorld enjoying turtles. I wouldn't be working here today at SeaWorld without you.
All right. Stay tuned. Thanks to Ben Conroy, Lucas Zalen, Jonathan, Kevin, everybody out here, Laura. Thanks, Andy. Tomorrow, back at noon. Dodgers trade deadline tomorrow at noon. We'll see what they do. Stay tuned for hijinks at SeaWorld next.